Yeah, that's
No,
not half the unit last
no.
mission.
What was last
That's
mission? I
Ghost,
forget
man.
already.
Dude, I forget that shit.
We got
I don't
held up
remember
by
what
that
I-
BTR towards the end. That was Radio Man. We got fucked up by that BTR that we called
Probably why.
third company or whatever.
It's fine. We got rid of the BTR. It just involved a lot of people getting hit by backblast.
Watching
Oh,
your
yeah, I
keyboard
remember
working
that.
Oh,
right?
in the one
Yeah.
in the open. Oh, by the airfield.
Yeah, the
that's
airfield.
right.
Yeah.
We were yes.
Go over to the
absent for
box
a lot
over
of
there,
that.
the white one,
Yeah,
and get a
when
radio.
everyone died, and I just
Like
had
which
to
radio?
basically hide.
The
and
white
wait
box
for
on the
people to
left,
show up
it'll,
again.
there's only one thing.
Yeah.
White box.
Oh,
It's
the
not a
Dormont
jump
ate
off
that
like
fucking
you, Robert.
airstrike.
You can figure it out.
Dormont only ate that fucking airstrike.
Oh, do you have your yelling privileges again?
Radios in there
Oh.
for you?
Oh,
There
Marshall.
are radios, yes. Did you hit crate on the selection on the
Which two? We have Banana and who?
Marshall.
The guy who was older than you.
Yeah.
Oh
My
right.
God.
Yeah. Old man
I
Robert's
won't yell
no
at him.
longer a thing.
I'll no longer yell at. I won't yell at him because that would be inappropriate.
Respect your elders.
The rest of you fuckers, though.
Look, my only thing is, as long as you're not actually mad, because you can yell as much as you want. I just don't like when people are actually
There's a
mad.
single person
Yeah.
that
And it
actually
upsets
upsets
me.
me in this unit, so don't worry.
It's
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
No,
Oh, of
Scotford, I
course.
fucking love you. Shut up.
it's probably
Even
me.
if it
Hates
took-
you
even if
with
it
his
took you
guts,
like
he's
8
lying
years
for
to add
his
me on
teeth.
Facebook, you fucking asshole.
Because I thought you had another profile, and I already had you added on the one.
Okay.
Whatever you say.
Roberts,
I
who
went
is
through
it that
my friend
upsets you?
request,
Is it me?
And I was like,
No,
Tyler
no, it's
Roberts.
nobody that is here.
Yeah, he is
Oh,
correct. I know who he
Roberts.
means.
Are you
I
upset
think I
about
know
me?
that guy.
I just
No one
said
here.
nobody here.
Nobody here.
I just
Actually,
don't want
I
to
think I
say
know who
because
it is.
somebody's here that you're upset about, isn't there?
No, it's nobody here.
in the
God,
server.
I'm gonna-
He's right.
Is it someone who recently said they would be back and has not showed yet?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think I know who it is.
I think
I
I,
know
do
God,
too.
too.
Fuck it,
From
I'm gonna
last
go
week.
drink.
Taichi.
You guys, all right? You guys
Yeah, I
are
think it's
asking for it now.
Taichi.
I'm going
Driving
to
you
get a
to
six pack.
drinking up again.
Oh, save
Really,
me
it's
some
me.
too.
I'm the one he hates.
I'll drive
It's
2
fine.
hours to get a beer.
If you think they'll be
That's all right.
here in 2 hours, you're wrong.
I will fly. I will take
Maybe just
a flight to Springfield.
Overnight ship yourself.
My dad drank all my tequila, so I gotta go get something.
Oh no.
Dude, I went to the bar last
Bastard,
night and I
man.
didn't throw up for once. It's progress.
God.
Skyver,
Oh.
how fucking often do you throw up going to the bar?
It's only when I drink liquor. I can't drink liquor. I can only drink beer.
It's
Oh,
only
dude,
when I
liquor's
drink.
my-
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't
every
do
time.
liquor.
No. It's only when I have liquor.
Well,
I can't
If you
do
can't
that.
drink liquor, beer is no better than
I took a
piss.
sip of a Sex on a Beach, and I just started puking all over the bar.
Oh.
Oh god.
Excuse me, Roberts. Elaborate to me what is yuking.
That'd be puking, throwing up, Reuter, getting sick.
Aha.
Puking without the pig.
Attendance
It's
is
okay.
quite more than I expected.
It's okay, Skyvern. Every time I drink, I shit my pants. So I mean, there's a difference there.
I mean, I do that when I'm
Hey,
not
you just sit
drinking.
in the bar. You just sit at the
User
bar
joined your
counter, just
channel.
to take a sip, and it's like
Yeah.
everywhere.
I just kind of hike them down a little bit in the back and let the ass hang off the back of the stool and just shit on the floor. You know, they're used to it at this point.
Damn.
This is why I don't drink.
Killed the car
Rip.
real quick.
Rip Roberts.
Yeah,
man.
there we go. All right,
How's
cool.
it
Now that we can all get serious now, let's fall in and get this fucking thing started. All right, good job, guys.
What am I missing? What did I miss?
Fucking everything. You
Nothing
know,
important.
Malagon.
Dumb fuck as
That's
always.
pretty
Don't you
usual.
ever love me, huh?
You have
I
a
love you.
scarf.
Do
Oh
something
my
worth being
God.
loved for.
It's a sick scarf.
You're waiting on Miles. Marshall was
Yeah,
joining too,
I love
right?
it. That
Yeah, I
kind
believe
of
Marshall's coming and Miles.
I saw him
Okay.
hopping on Arma 3, so I want to think he is.
Wait, Marshall's the new guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new guy.
Goshen's
The one
Do you
I
have a
haven't.
plan?
Goshen's banana, right?
Hey,
Hi,
who's
Banana.
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 I poke you.
Everyone initiate him with the pokes.
Looking like I'm
Goshen,
fresh.
do you know how
Boom.
AIDS
Volunteer. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
So
I
because
think he
the
knows. I think he knows.
I taught him
know how
forever
it
ago,
works.
like 2
Ow.
years ago.
That was a long time.
All right.
Oh no.
That's better.
Sword.
Oh no.
How's it been?
Half now. was 2 years ago. Give him a break.
What gun is that?
Oh, I assume
Gas
that's a
mask
yes
on?
then, I guess.
Yeah, more or less.
FN
Like,
fell.
that's what he's doing.
Looks we were out the scope on it.
Yep.
Say how's-
Everyone else has one. He just rips it off because he's weird.
Look at you and your fucking shades. Look to your purple scarf.
I forgot it, you know. I can force put a mask on you.
I see that they still haven't fixed the odd thing.
At
I
Scoffin,
guess we just found out
interaction.
he hasn't been streaming this entire
It's
time.
fine.
I want you
I
to
don't-
start assigning teams. Morrison will be your medic, Dormont will be your radio man.
Alright.
Please assign someone to take care of Goshen if he has anything like questions in or out of roleplay, so he's covered. Other than
Alright.
that, you can start now, and we will wait for Miles and Marshall. You can
Alright.
start assigning.
I'm gonna go stand over here, and I want my team leaders, Roberts and Watler, to stand in front of me, one next to each other, just facing me. And alright. So, whoever is not gonna be in the team, so Dormont, and Morrison, just stand behind me for now, so I don't
Like
include
Lou to you.
And alright, so let's see what we got here. Alright, Watler, I'll give you Ford and Goshen. I'll let you take care of him with any issues he might have. Malagon, Holloway, go with Roberts. And Hill, you can go with Watler for now. If we get
Up it.
Miles and Marshall, then I'll add them in.
Don't forget about Reuter.
In the fucking loner he is.
He's an annoying fuck, isn't he?
Are you marksman today or sniper?
He's marksman.
All right.
Why
then
have a
you
bush on me?
can- And you can go with Roberts for now to make it even.
Have
Hopefully
fun,
that wasn't a
Roberts.
mistake.
Have fun.
Hey, he's good for me.
Real.
So, Reuter, please line up behind Roberts.
Someone has to enjoy executing people.
Come on.
And if the other two join, then I'll just put one with one team, one with the
Yeah.
other, and it'll be even. Alright,
No Miles is anyway.
so,
How do you smell
frequencies.
I don't like him
Um,
behind me.
Guys, can you stop talking, please, so I can get this done? Frequencies, I'll do for command, we'll do 5-0. So that's me and the team leaders. I'll say section, rather. Section net, not command. Section will be 5-0. Roberts, you'll be Alpha team. You'll be 5-1. Watler, you'll be Bravo team. You'll be 5-2. Do a radio check with me on section when you get a chance.
5-0.
I go to the radio here, back.
Charlie.
I'll be right back, Robert.
Radio check.
I got you. Alright, yeah, so Morrison,
Radio check.
5-0. Dormont, you
Give
can
him a Charlie.
go down 5-0 if you want. I'll get to the long range in a second. So call signs, I'm going to be Voodoo 1 actual,
Ford,
and
do
Robert
you know
will
the
be,
radio?
I just got one.
It's
will
5-2.
be Voodoo 1-1.
Yep, I heard.
Roberts, Watler, you'll be Voodoo 1-2. So I guess we won't really need to worry about Alpha Bravo. It'll just be 1-1, 1-2. I'll be actual. Sergeant Schneider will be Voodoo Platoon. So Dormont, keep that in mind when you're reaching out to him. He's Voodoo Platoon. And Dormont, your call sign is just Voodoo 1. And then for long range, why don't you go ahead and go on, do 7-0. So Schneider, just make sure you set that as well. 7-0 for long range, and Dormont, just remember to have your radio on speakers so that I can hear the transmissions as well, alright?
Okay.
That's in the bottom right of the
It's loud as fuck.
Can you hear me?
panel.
I know.
Yeah.
Wrong one, sorry.
You'll have
You hear me?
Schneider, do a radio check with him, I guess, when you get the chance.
Radio check.
Voodoo.
I had my mic muted by accident.
Alright, as long as you guys can hear each other. So 7-0 for command. So Dormont, you know, if he's calling you, so if he calls Voodoo 1, just answer. You're going to be Voodoo 1. And he's
Right.
Voodoo Platoon. Frequencies are set. Again, call signs real quick. I'm going to be Voodoo 1 actual. Roberts will be Voodoo 1-1. Waller will be Voodoo 1-2. Morrison, I'm just going to call you Medic. And Miles, I guess, is on his way in, so we'll wait for him. I'll give him to Watler. And once he gets in, just make sure he's on the right frequency.
Alright, we'll do.
Dormont, did
But
you set
Miles-
the radio to speakers?
That's still loading in. First thing I want to say, I enabled Ace Blue Force tracking, so you will be able to see different teams. So Voodoo 1 is obviously Scoffrin's action lead team, then Voodoo 1-1 is
Oh.
Roberts, and Voodoo 1-2 is Watler. Did I set that right?
You know.
Did. Yeah, I did. Alpha 3-5 is Miles because I haven't assigned him yet, and you can see where our allies are at all times. You cannot see Prasian units, be aware of that. You only see SSDF
User joined
units.
your channel.
The Blue Force tracking. Another thing that's important, I won't go into much detail as I did with the leadership and the medic, but the A system had a rework. One of the most important things you need to notice is that, first of all, when you look at someone, treat them, how badly a body part is bleeding is now indicated by the color, so yellow being light bleeding, dark red being very heavy bleeding. You can now suffer from bone fractures, which need to be treated with a spline. If you're limping, you need to be bandaged in order to stop limping. And other than that, yeah, the ragdolling. So when you get hit now and become unconscious, you actually ragdoll before you become unconscious. So you don't just, you know, drop on the ground without any animation anymore. The same can happen to the enemy. So if the enemy ragdolls, that is not a guarantee that he is dead. Keep that in mind, please. Did I miss anything, Morrison? Maybe you have something?
The cardiac arrest stuff.
Cardiac
Oh.
arrest.
So basically,
want-
it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to like go into cardiac arrest now, especially if you're bleeding. If you see someone randomly drop, because pain can cause cardiac arrest now for some reason, but not for some reason. It makes sense, I suppose. People die in a minute if they're in cardiac arrest. So if you see someone drop, please CPR them as soon as possible and call me so they don't fucking die, because it's actually lethal now. Pain can knock you out and do that. So yeah.
Yeah, and
Also-
guys, if I could just add real quick, I mean, there's quite a bit has changed. It's not going to feel totally unfamiliar, but you know, if you guys don't get the hang of it this time around, that's okay. I mean, it's going to be a learning experience for all of us. I'm sure Morrison too, being the medic. So give it a few offs before, you know, we really start to understand how it works. I don't want people getting mad over it or upset that, you know, couldn't help
That's-
people.
One more thing as
And
well.
a field test, as the ACE settings have been completely reworked, I set up the server settings today in a way I think it's okay. But we might have to make adjustments. So today is basically a field test with the new ACE system, and I hope it works well. We will definitely ask for feedback after the operation.
I also have a question, Schneider. Should I be worried when it says Ace is out of date? The big red screen popped up.
That's
They'll go away.
That's okay. You can ignore that. It's just the unsung ACE compatibility that is being outdated.
Ah.
Okay, if there is no other questions, regarding the roleplay, I just want to mention that for Gushin. So when we go into roleplay, I put this message. So when this is on, everything you say via voice needs to be in character. If you have anything that you have issues with, then you use the text chat. Just where I just wrote in. Do you know how to open the text chat?
I do not.
Slash button. Next to right shift.
Alrighty.
It's over there.
If you want to switch channels, it's going to be comma and period.
Does Goshen have a radio?
I told him to get one.
Radio chat?
Lima Charlie.
Very cool.
Not completely
Just
brain
use
dead.
this tag chat if you have any questions that don't belong in the roleplay regarding the game mechanics or anything. And once this message is posted, this means that the roleplay is over and you can just speak freely as we are doing now. As for everything else, stick with you guys. We do stuff here learning by doing. So try to stick with you guys, and you should be able to learn everything you need to know on the field. Like I said, if there's anything critical, if you're having issues with the game systems or something like that, you can use the text chat and someone will surely help you. Are you nodding so strangely? So, Mario. Good. As there's no further questions, we would start with the briefing and then go right into the action. Right, one last thing. Anthony will be able to use 1 or 2 trucks depending on what you want. Just remember they're not for combat, but they carry supplies that you can use on the field.
Okay. Do we think that we're gonna all fit in one? I'm just curious.
Well, you can test it out after the briefing, I guess.
We'll
and then...
see. It's not the end of the world if we have to take 2. We'll just wherever we're going when we dismount, we'll just make sure whoever's driving is gonna put it in a safe location, and if we need to, we can go back and get them later on. It's nothing new.
Also, was there no other like radio bag? Doesn't stick out like a sore thumb on snow?
Unfortunately, I didn't find any backpack radio that was good camo for snow, unfortunately.
It's okay, Dormont. Means we won't shoot you because we'll know it's you.
We might shoot Morrison though, because we're good at that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, very good at that.
Let's get on with the briefing, boys.
Mating him too.
If you take a look at your map, our current location is at base Oklu. And our objective, our area of operations, is located here. Don't have too much intel about the area. We know that there's a fortified position here, and we know that there's an anti-air position here. This forest area has been taken yesterday by Savorian forces as they crushed a Praesian infantry regiment that was defending the area. Our objective is to take at least a part of the forest back, take out the anti-air position, and find and destroy an enemy forward HQ that is suspected to be located nearby the village of Nazadino. We have Voodoo 2, 3 and 4 are waiting at Rogovo to attack together with us as soon as we are there. We will also have Praesian forces coming from the west and southwest into the forest, so identify your targets. The reason why we need to capture a part of this forest urgently is that the Iranians have mobilized the 1st Tank Division, which is commanded by senior officers that have experience from the Savorian Civil War, and therefore know what they're doing, are on their way to push us further west. The issue is the forest is a good natural defense line against tanks, but if we don't have it, they will attack us in open ground where we are right now, and we will be at a huge disadvantage. The Praesians don't have a lot of tanks. We don't have any Savorian tanks in the area right now. It is vital that we control this forest, at least a part of it. The first objective is to reach and destroy or disable the anti-air position. It's a SAM system. It's a very modern system. It's really important that we take it out. It's not fully operational yet, but they're not far from being there. So we need to rush on that. Second objective is, as I said, locating the possible enemy HQ. It's already marked on the map here. The third objective is then, once we have done that, search and destroy enemy units you can find within the area of operations. As for fire support, we will have artillery and air support available. However, I highly suggest we do not use the air support until the anti-air position is taken out. Civilian presence is not expected as the area has been evacuated. Any questions?
Sergeant, to clarify, you said the anti-air position is our primary objective or our first objective?
The first objective is the highest priority, then comes the forward HQ, and then comes search and destroy.
with the fortified position, then we don't have to move there. It's just something to be careful of. Is that kind of what you're saying? That's not an objective.
There's
to clear
multiple
that.
fortified positions throughout the forest. However, there is one of them where we know they are there. So we have info about that position.
Okay.
I will let it up to you if you want to go through that position. Like I said, Voodoo 2, 3, and 4 are waiting there. So
Okay.
let it up to you. Definitely reach the anti-air position as soon as you can and take it out.
Okay. All right. I'm thinking maybe we should link up with them and see what type of fortified position that is, and if it's something that we think we can handle with their support, we can do that as well, since that's kind of right on the way to the AA position. So I'm thinking maybe link up with our friendlies outside of Rogovo, get eyes on that position, see what it's all about, and do what we can to eliminate it. Call air support if need be, or artillery, and then from there we can use that roadway that leads southeast right to the AA position. So I think first we'll meet up with our friendlies, get eyes on that.
Sounds good.
All right. So at this point, we'll go ahead and load up in trucks. If we can all fit in one, we'll certainly test that out. If we can, we'll just take one. It's easier. If we can't, then taking two is fine. Whoever's driving, just make sure you have your bearings and know where you're going. We'll do our best to navigate you. And when we get to our friendly location, we won't have to worry about hiding the truck too much, but taking it with us for the rest of the op, we just have to be careful about where we put it when we choose to dismount, so that we're not putting it in harm's way, since it's really not a combat vehicle. But we'll go ahead and load up. Let's try this first truck on the end here first. If we can all fit in, great.
Radio check.
Volunteer to drive.
Radio check. Leave Charlie.
Hot hill.
Oh, come on. Am I really that bad?
Yes, you really are.
Oh.
Worse than an MRAP.
Alright, team.
Okay, I was still learning there.
If we can't all fit, then just go in a second.
Waller, if you can, draw me a route too.
Will do. 1 sec.
Much appreciated.
I'll mark a dismount point outside of Rogovo by our friendlies.
Sounds good, thank you.
God damn it, my pen's goddamn empty. Please, somebody pass me a goddamn useful pen.
Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Oh yeah, just a friendly reminder, if we meet any patients, you don't know me and I'm not even in the country, okay?
They know who you are.
Who are you?
Earplugs in.
Earplug.
Team, if we get to the dismount point, driving, just have them pull off the side of the road. I'm gonna try and talk to the friendlies, get the scoop on what's going on, and try and get eyes on the enemy position, and they'll determine what to do from there. Just get your guys in security.
Understood. So forward, when you get to the dismount marker, pull off to the side of the road, like behind a building or something, make sure it's nice and safe.
Copy.
And, yeah, everyone else get some security out just in case. I know we're some distance from the enemy odds, but like to not get shot, just in case.
Hello, Voodoo 234.
Mark is up next to this house right here.
That's good.
I ran him over.
Alright,
Nope.
get out.
Bad dog.
Get the dog up.
Oh, look who it is.
Who said that?
Over here.
Where'd my team go?
How are you guys?
Came to join our offensive.
Yeah, well, we know that there's a fortified position just to the east. I wanted to meet up with you guys first to get any info. You know anything about it yet?
Not a very heavily fortified position, just a sandbag bunker and that's about it. No static weapons, no heavy weapons. We could push through there right now.
Do you know how many guys are there?
We counted 3 in the bunker. We didn't see anyone else.
Look, it's like 2 feet.
Okay. That's good news then. I wasn't sure if it was something big. But I wanted to, our objective is to make our way to the AA position, which is to the southeast. I thought if we could clear this fortified position, we'd be able to use the road going southeast to the AA position. So if you guys want to lead the way,
Yeah, there's a
then
makeshift
I think we should
trenching
hit this thing
line
now.
and sandbags.
Alright, I will lead with Voodoo 2 and then Voodoo 3 and Voodoo 4 going
Is that
flank
Robert?
left. Wide.
You know you can get some actual cover
Copy
here.
that. Let me just tell my
Good.
situation, and you guys can move out, and we'll
You don't need to
follow
stand
behind
your
you.
fucking
Trench
ankle.
line and sandbag.
All right,
Only one
teams,
hostile city.
listen up. The
Two more,
fortified
probably.
position I've learned is really nothing more than some sandbags and maybe about 3 guys from what the friendlies are telling me.
East.
I told them to go ahead and move out. They're going to have their guys flanking left. And I think some of them are just going to be going east. I said we'd follow behind them and let them take lead since they know the position of it. So let's get a move on. 1-1, I'll have you guys fall in behind the friendlies, and then 1-2 fall in behind 1-1.
Alright, boys, looks like the Voodoo 2, 3, and 4 are going to be taking lead on this. We're going to fall in behind 1-1.
Copy.
You guys get a move on.
The emplacement is apparently a lot less impressive than it was written down as.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Miles, you know what I've said about taunting Murphy in the middle of a fucking war zone. Stop doing it.
Well, better be safe than sorry, right? You never know that, it could be a weak front.
Just for that, Hill, make sure you have your AT close at hand.
Sure there's a lot more in the...
You know how conniving those sucks are? They could be hiding a tank over there for all we know.
Light front.
Oh man, I'm so glad to be back. It's been a nice 2 weeks of a break in Savoria. Now I'm back to all the chaos.
See this thing? Crossing.
1-2 is flanking slight to the right.
Oh, there's bunker.
Or he's gonna be straight up past that hill
Yep.
where they're heading.
Friendlies are moving up here.
Alright, Hill, you better keep that RPG ready. I get a funny feeling about this.
Well, I have HE rounds for bunkers if you want to ask.
Let's move up. Wait. They moved up a lot further than I was thinking.
Love to shoot.
East, southeast, watch the tree line.
Well, Roberts.
Drop it quick. We don't have much time, probably. It's not that bad. It'll be fine.
Just beside the tree line. Makeshift sandbag positions. Multiple on count 4.
In the bunker.
Get inside.
Ford doesn't wake up soon. I'm gonna.
Alright, teams, what's your guys' status?
Alright, let me see if he's got a
One,
pulse.
two,
He
step.
should be fine. Be
Oh.
fine.
We are
Someone
in
else
the
in?
bunker.
My bad, Miles up. Miles is in the bunker.
Alright, I'm gonna
The
drag
shots
Ford.
go
Hill,
around.
forward.
1, 2.
In the bunker.
Another one is sandbag.
Forward. Alright,
Hey, I see another sandbag position bearing about 123-ish.
Somewhat one. The dead one in here.
got a range on that?
What the fuck happened to him? Anyone else hit?
About maybe 152.
Ford.
You'll be fine. Let me know if you start to.
Ford, you hear us?
Ford's right here. He's unconscious. He's on the other side, right over there.
Oh, cool.
Fine. You just gotta wake
Check
up.
around the bunker for Ford. He might have got a
He's down. Morrison said he's unconscious. We should get up.
He'll wake up soon. Trust me. Got smacked in the face. He'll be fine.
I see the emplacement. I'm not seeing any movement in it.
I'm gonna stitch myself real quick.
See where that is.
Someone's shooting deeper into the forest. What the fuck is that? One of the allies?
Yeah, one of them seemed to be moved up
Not
close to
yeah,
the forest,
goddamn
while
it,
two
Lizzie.
of them.
This is Voodoo 1, go ahead.
Ford, wake the fuck up.
Voodoo 3 and Voodoo 4 moving to position to attack the
Shit.
Good job.
Say
I need
again,
to
1,
do
2.
this, but be fine.
Voodoo 3 out.
Yeah, copy that. We're gonna move on here. Voodoo 3 and Voodoo 4, just to advise you guys, are moving north. They're going to help us with the AA position, but they're not going to move in until we begin to move in. So for right now, let's move behind.
Alright. How about Goshen? Has anyone found fucking Goshen?
Gotta check his blood pressure.
You want to start advancing?
Ford with the Ford with the medic.
12 or
Yeah,
75.
where's
Yeah,
Goshen?
Ford is gonna
Alright.
wake up.
Right behind the bunker.
He'll be fine.
Okay, you're alright. That's the important thing. Alright, we're permission to fucking move up.
Move,
So,
you guys.
anytime you guys want to get across this fucking
It's
field.
covering, I'm sorry.
If Ford ain't
No,
up,
I'm
I'll
coming
carry
right
him.
behind.
I'm half tempted to take one of these Souk weapons just so I can hit something 5 feet in front of my face.
Super weapons?
Copy that.
Ow, that fucking hurt.
You good?
Copy that.
Mine's just a flush room.
Oh shoot! Man down. Medic, someone got a hit over here.
Morrison.
Alright, make use of this.
It's not safe.
Robert's gonna do me a favor and contact Morrison.
Morrison. Morrison.
Medic! Medic!
Alright, 1-1 and 1-2, how are you guys with health? Dormont, you wanna message to,
I need you on Malagon when you get a second.
if you wanna let him know.
1-2, when you can, move up to the tank traps further down the road. Relay, regroup
On it.
Look all the way.
No, I try.
Right behind.
Let's see how all these things work.
Alright, that was a worse injury than I thought. Where's Morrison?
2 guys got hit. 1 knocked out unconscious. The other person.
No, you... Miles, stay here. I'll head back. Oh, he's coming out, so I'll just deal with it. Fuck. Oh, my arm's feeling real funky.
Where
Hey,
the fuck
Morrison?
is Malagon? Yeah, what's up?
When you got a chance, I could use splint.
Jesus, you got a fracture. What the fuck, Waddler?
It was a small entry wound and a big old fracture when it hit.
Yeah.
No exit wound, though. That's nice.
Try to get Malagon to the roadblock when possible. Here, take a turn.
Yeah,
take a fucking splint. Should be able to
Thank
actually shoot. I'm gonna check your blood
Appreciate
pressure. Make sure you're not bad. What's your blood pressure? 101, 7. I'm gonna give you a tiny bit of blood. You don't really need it, but just as a preventative.
I appreciate it, Morrison.
Alright, squads are plenty of force in front of us.
Robert,
Hey,
It's friendly.
hate to be that guy. There's a radio tower looking thing to my 12.
Okay.
I'm not seeing this marked on the map.
you.
Person, you around here?
Oh yes, hello.
I need some help.
Lay down, lay down, lay down. Thank you. Wow, yeah, you lost a lot of blood. I can understand why you're bitching.
Primaries are up there. Fucking Christ.
Be fine.
Alright, how are we looking up here?
There, you will be fine. I just
Clear
got skipped.
physically.
It's secure. There's a radio tower looking thing to my 12, approximately 125, like 50 meters in the forest. Yeah, it's not marked on the map. I don't know what it is.
Oh, 2 over 68. You're getting a bit low. Alright, I'm gonna give you some blood. Try not to get shot again. Give you saline. Boost up that pressure. You'll be fine.
That's reporters. I'm an idiot.
Alright, well,
Still
we
out.
continue.
Why?
We continue down the road shortly. We'll
Oh, and
run
I'm
to
good.
the A position.
You're good now, Malagon.
I think we should
How's
probably
the
get
pain?
off the
Bad
road
or
for
not that
this.
bad?
He's gone.
Pain bad?
Yeah.
What the?
Hey,
What
what
the
about the truck?
Oh, god
Yeah,
damn it. Why the
um,
fuck are you not up yet?
Savorian,
What's
a
up, Vermont?
message to you from Voodoo 2.
Reuter, how's it going?
What did he say?
They lost one.
Oh no.
Be hitting from the
Ford!
northwest.
Oh, Ford's up, finally.
If they want to hit from the
I'm in
direct
potential
north.
contact. 130. Advancing.
How you doing, Ford?
3-0. How
I
far?
don't know. Where the fuck
Meters.
am I?
Yeah,
Where's that
we pushed
bunker?
up. You got carried along.
right in gate.
There's
What the
contact?
fuck hit me?
No, don't yet.
Try to identify them.
Just get ready.
Yeah, a big old head.
Those don't look like our guys.
Voodoo ain't, the other voodoo ain't shooting
Alright,
them.
just tell them that we're gonna be hitting from the
They not
don't look
seeing
like
us.
I'm looking at them, but I can't tell if they're using AKs or not.
Can't tell either. AKs.
Open fire!
Another one.
It's a fire up, guys.
Alright, hold on. I'm building a trench right here to cover up on the flank.
Moving in.
Dormont, you're above your cover.
Yeah, I'm hit. I'm
Yeah,
up, but I'm
no.
hit. Let me just check his blood pressure and I'll get him. Will Robert's in the cover.
I'm fine.
Alright, his blood pressure.
Can anyone see where that last bastard is?
Something.
I think Dormont got him.
Follow away, start bandaging yourself. Yeah, I have a fracture. Ah, great. Why have
Section leads
splits?
down,
You'll
he's
be
got a
fine.
torso wound.
Oh god.
Yeah. Work on, keep pulling security, not all of
Oh,
them.
dang it.
On him. Come on. Okay, you just need... It's bandaged, I just need the splint. Yeah, I'll give you a splint in a sec. Let me stitch you first. Polygon should wake up soon. Someone give him CPR if you can. Anyone who's free.
Yeah, I got it.
He should wake up. I think his heart rate's fine, but just speak up. Alright, you're that. Taking off your... You can take off your tourniquet. Ah!
Come on.
Tell me he's dead.
Not doing the whole mouth-to-mouth resuscitation with you, Malagon.
Let me
You're not a...
pulse.
You know, you're not supposed to do that now anymore in CPR. It's all just directions.
Alive.
Oh, thank God. That's really...
Give me CPR. We can still bring him back. Give me
Come
CPR.
on.
Now. Never mind. Fuck.
I don't think you can.
Yeah, I thought I could. Fuck. Alright, what are we gonna do about this radio thing to my front?
come on.
Let me check
Hold
Malaga.
on.
God damn it.
Yeah.
It's Scott's
Do we have to do anything to it?
He's gone.
I don't think so, but I mean...
Oh, wait,
Okay,
God.
why leave
Use
it there?
the butt of my gun to fucking...
Well, because
kick
we're in
you
a friendly
the chest.
country.
Hit you up.
Let me check his fucking heart
Isn't there a
rate.
song?
Well, it's not on the map, so I'm assuming it's not theirs.
Looks like he's lost a lot of blood.
I gave him more. He'll be fine. Yeah, he'll be fine. You can put the CPR. He'll be fine.
Well,
I guess
actually,
1-1 would technically be in charge, so...
oh,
what the fuck
yeah,
we
is that
do?
how that goes now? Fuck.
Alright,
Well,
Malagon
Savage
will be
sit-
fine.
fucking
Get him
sit
down.
here
Alright. Do we have... Oh, wait, do you have explosives?
Thank you. Yep. Anyone else get
Go
hit
set her
during
on the
that?
tower.
I'll take somebody with me for cover?
Yeah. My whole team's gonna go. Malagon.
I'll hold still for him.
Malagon's
Let's go.
still down, I think.
Okay.
Or not?
Fuck. Alright. You guys cover us.
Malagon's
he is.
gotta wake up still. I'll just... Quick.
I want to know is who's that grenadier that took out that tree.
Sure. Alright, your blood pressure's
Miles,
fine.
the trees hate me,
Yeah,
you
Morrison.
know this.
Strong,
You
or
squished
pulse
some
array.
blood.
You'll be fine. You'll wake up. He just needs time.
I fired the grenade,
so we're not
it hit
gonna
the branches, and it stopped dead, and
Yeah,
it fell to
Malagon
the
will wake
ground,
up.
and I'm very upset.
You killed something.
My good now,
Malagon, welcome back. How's the pain?
You squished him to death with a tree.
Scale 1 to 10. How bad is the boo-boo pain?
I'm in pain. That's all I know.
You aim straight?
Alright, have we
We
taken
see.
any more contact to this point?
Yep, I say I could aim straight enough.
Alright, let me know if you can. I'll grab you morphine.
So
far, they found a power line right up there, so
It'll be fine.
Copy.
Although they did come from that direction.
Voodoo 1, this is Voodoo 3, how copy you?
Yep, this is Voodoo 1. We are right now holding for a new second lead. Over.
I'm here.
Fuck died in here? Oh, it's one of them. Okay.
Affirmative. Voodoo 3. Voodoo 1 out. Oh wait, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
I think I see hostiles again towards 130.
Oh yeah, I see him too. Far out.
Copy that.
Another team of them. Might want to wait for
Oh,
them to get
far
closer.
out, man.
Yeah, like 200 fair. Might want to wait.
Gotta let
fucking
these
hate
guys take care of it.
Gotta get closer.
Not
One
ready
of
for
us.
another
3,
Morris.
4.
So Voodoo
Got
2
three.
said they can't help us?
I think it was
Oh,
Voodoo
that's
3.
right.
Yep,
Voodoo
4.
3, Voodoo 4. Okay, so they can't help turn under fire.
Forget to hydrate.
Voodoo 2. Dormont, can you ask if
Uh,
Voodoo 2 can move in
I'll have to find out
from
when they
the
get
north
closer.
and
Pretty sure
take
they
some of
should
those
be.
contacts out before we move into the AA position?
Voodoo 2, this is Voodoo 1. How copy?
Reuter, are we still in your sight vision?
Voodoo 1 wants to know if you can attack from the north and take some of those contacts out. Over.
Yep, they got AKs.
Yeah, they're about 250.
Alright,
They're-
if you want to move back more towards the road where we are, we're going to be assaulting that base soon, and I don't know if you'll be able to support us from where you are.
Because if you say no, we're gonna open fire on him. Over.
Understood.
I believe
Well,
that was
yes.
Reuter.
Yeah, we do.
Tell him.
We do, yes.
Okay.
Try Reuter. Tell how
this
you
is Voodoo
hanging.
1.
You okay?
Voodoo
Yep.
2, we do have a marksman in the area. Over.
Butler, you should be good.
What the hell happened to that fire team?
Close to the entire position.
They probably moved right up the hill.
Move to engage from the north.
Yeah, they were moving.
Voodoo 2 out.
They're moving right to left.
Yeah, they
We're
were
moving northward,
Level
yeah.
2 over 68.
Alright, teams, listen up.
Be
Voodoo
fine.
2 is moving in from the north to hit the AA position. I want to move southeast here. We'll stay off the road for now. So if everyone's good to move, let's start rolling out. Roberts, take
What are we doing about the truck?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll have two guys go back and get the truck real quick then.
Section
We're
lead. We
moving
also
up now.
saw some guys, some more enemies up there southeast, far out.
Harley, what are you doing?
Yeah, copy that. Let's
I-
have
Just dropping some stuff that I thought was ready, but it was not.
Ford go back
Yep.
and get the truck. Take Miles with you.
Or Miles,
We'll wait.
go get the
We'll
truck.
wait for you here.
Oh,
Alright,
Jesus.
Goshen and Hill, we're gonna.
Miles, you there?
Oh,
Miles.
apparently we're waiting here. Alright,
I was
well,
gonna say, can't they catch up with us? Cause
alright, dig in, relax.
Alright, Ford and
Keep your fucking eyes open.
Ford and Malagon go get the truck.
I've got eyes on the
Copy
entire
And
Be advised, there
push
is
up.
a red shack.
Don't worry, I'm all you need.
200 or
Let's go get the truck.
180.
1-1,
Damn it.
1-2. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna start
180 to
moving
the south?
southeast. The guys in the truck
Just south,
will
there's a
catch up
red
with us.
shack on the hill.
I have a
They
feeling
might
we're
try
gonna run
and
into that
flank
fire
us.
team on the
Any
hill.
other messages you need me to send before we move out?
Understood.
Not right now.
Okay.
Alright, let's get a move on.
Wait.
Let's go.
1-2, fall after 1-1.
Head southeast. You can stay off
No,
the
we
road
were
for
attacking
now.
from the north.
They're attacking.
They going?
The friendlies are going after the AA position. We are heading south.
Just keep in mind, guys, we will have friendlies to the north of the AA position, so make sure you're not shooting at them.
Let's check for guns. They have different
Yeah,
guns.
watch for friendlies to the north.
And make sure that we don't forget about that other fire team we saw who just kind of fucked off. Don't know where they went. But... Idea.
Now speak freely.
Jesus Christ.
I'm guessing it's enemy air considering the AA position nearby.
Looks
like a Yak 130 Shirka,
Yep, called it.
or it's an F-22.
That's a good guess.
You could do
Pretty
that
sure,
if you
yeah.
want. See if they're still under fire. If not, then ask them if they can support us in our attack on the
AK.
position.
Voodoo 3, this is Voodoo 1, how copy?
Teams, your guys with AT, make sure that when we get eyes on, they have their AT at the ready or demo blocks, whatever they have. We might need to hit this thing fast.
Oh, great.
Hill, you got AT and HE in that RPG, correct?
Correction, I had OG7s. They replaced them. I have 4 demo blocks and 2 heat rounds.
This is Voodoo 1 out.
If you've got heat rounds, then those demo blocks are what we're going to use for taking out the save position, alright?
Okie dokie.
Where are you
If we have to make a quick evac,
Yeah.
I want you to plant them in
front
fucking
left.
round.
Damn thing.
Just got the truck, we're on our way.
Got eyes on the position.
we see anything?
110. Position spotted.
Yep.
Anyone in that tower?
We're indefinitely because
You guys under fire?
I think that's Voodoo 2 taking most of the rounds.
If you have a clear shot on it, you think you can, then have your guy do it.
Okay, I think they're good.
We're telling Voodoo 2 to hold position so we can pick them up.
Hey, somebody clear my back blast. Why are you gonna
What do you
shoot
see?
Rocket, rocket, rocket. Got him.
Alright, nice.
Truck is back at the initial position where you guys set up fortification. Are we driving up past that, I'm assuming?
Seems like they're taking a lot of losses.
Have them just go around the roadblock and take it down the road.
Can we push up on this thing?
Yeah,
Are we assaulting?
come in, come slowly though. The fortification has not been removed yet.
Copy that. Moving in slow.
Going.
Rest of 1-2, start moving up slowly. Make sure to keep in cover. Let's clear this fucking thing.
I don't know. Hold on.
At this
Hey, are we
point-
cleared on grenades?
At this point, you're cleared with
Oh.
grenades because Voodoo 2 is holding outside.
Here an engine.
Frag out.
Bring out.
What? You shot straight next to me. Your round's impacting next to my face.
Frag out.
You gotta believe me now, Holloway. Maybe. We'll talk about this later.
We're throwing grenades over.
Alright, I'm gonna push left.
I have visual on you guys leaving the truck here. Regroup, or do you want me to stay in the truck?
Come regroup. Where the truck is. Alright? Fucker.
Man down.
Morrison!
Medic!
Entrance.
Aw, crap. Okay, get his arm.
Wait, where is he?
In here! In here!
You.
There he is.
Oh god,
On
it's
our way
torso.
to you
What
from
the
the
fuck
truck.
happened?
He got ventilated.
Scratch
can
what I
tell.
said before.
Keep working on that
Just get the
torso.
fucking truck up to the
Not
countdown.
stop.
Copy.
CPR?
Like 5 different IVs.
Okay, CPRing.
Like 5 IVs. Yeah, someone get on CPR right now. Stick in with all the blood I can.
For now, just once the truck moves up, have everyone stay in security.
Not stop
watch
that
the,
CPR
hills
till I say
around the
so.
area.
Gotcha.
Work on getting our guy
Treating,
up,
I'm
and gonna
giving him all the blood.
I'm trying to save Holly right now, but I'll set the charge as soon as I'm done.
Like, fuck! God damn it.
What happened?
He's dead.
Too late. Pardon me. I got charges set.
Damn.
Get charges on whatever things are not destroyed.
The charges.
Oh,
Where's
it's KIA.
God damn it.
Charge set.
Morrison,
Charges set.
Reuter needs your help.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, okay. I thought that he was fuck off far away.
You alright?
Both charges planted.
Platoon, now we have secured the...
It's an M24 on
With
top of there.
hazy.
Yeah, Gormont,
called
tell us.
anti-air.
Did you just
Tell
move at
Platoon
lightning
we
speed?
destroyed the anti-air
Yeah,
weapon,
I did.
and that we've
While
got
the recovery
charges
went off,
placed
was
on
like next
all
to
other things in the compound.
Right here.
Just tell them that we're
Mark.
placing
Yeah,
charges
let me stitch you word or give you a fucking
Copy. Tell them we
Appreciate
cleared
it.
the compound now.
I would love.
lost a
if you
lot
could
of
give
blood.
me some blood.
Yeah, I can tell.
Voodoo Platoon, this is Voodoo 1, how copy?
I mean, they just shattered my arms. At least one of
Yeah,
them.
Caution. Keep it up.
Let me see your blood pressure. See how bad this is.
Voodoo 1 has
need two of
secured the
how the
anti-air,
fuck are
and we
you
are placing
still
charges on
conscious?
any leftover and
It went
enemy
better than
equipment
expected.
over.
They don't call me the Iron Hans for nothing.
Hello, I'm sick of you.
Quick. Status report. 1, 2.
Green, green.
Still up by the
Cleaned
truck.
almost good.
That's our kill already.
Alright.
Everyone get running. Reuter,
I'm just gonna get into the truck just in case
Yeah.
that gets closer.
Reuter, have your team bring somewhere else.
Have your teams get back to the truck.
1, 2, back to the truck.
Moving.
I'm good.
Charge ready to blow on your mark.
Miles in. Hill in. Goshen in. Alright.
Fucked up bad.
Me as well.
Voodoo Platoon, this is Voodoo 1, how copy?
I need someone helping me with one comp. Someone help me with Scob,
The
bandage.
charges are set, the
Not doing
anti-air,
Medic, just let you know I
encampments.
am losing
You were
blood.
taking artillery fire, so
Okay,
we
how
pulled
bad?
back.
Are you seeing color?
Over.
I'm not sure how bad it is.
I'll do it.
Ready to fire in the hole.
Hill, keep bandaging.
Fire in the hole.
I'm just gonna drive up back to the town, back towards the town that we came from until further orders. So
Butler, did you manage to stop the bleeding?
just let me know if you want me to reroute.
Yes.
I'll stitch you when I can.
I mean, I tell Voodoo 2 and 3 to leave the area.
We're not giving them
God, gosh,
now. Don't worry about it.
Alright, tell them that Voodoo 1 is pulled out at least.
You can tell them that.
Okay, Josh, and you won't die or anything. Scob, I've done my best. You finish up treating yourself.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Go back to the town for right now. I need to get myself.
I have lots of people to fix up. We aren't in a condition to fund them.
There go. Feeling better,
Well,
go.
let's pull here and let's
Yeah.
dismount here.
Let's
I don't
get
want
out of
to
the truck
7.
here.
Okay, you'll be fine.
Start working on everyone.
1, 2 out.
And I'll find out
If you're not injured,
Wait.
go security. If you are injured, fucking get to more.
Anyone injured, come to this
Oh my god, how are you getting
Everyone injured, come on.
stuck in the truck? Like, this is the second time in a row.
If you're injured, come inside
Open
the
the door
building.
and open it again. Close the door and open
Of Voodoo 4 is right now being engaged by infantry.
Copy.
There you go.
There you go.
Alright, Voodoo 3 is gonna head ahead and help them.
Help them. Okay, good. For right now, I just
Anyone
gotta
still
make sure
injured?
everyone's good to go. Tell
Talk.
tell platoon that we detonated the charges
Butler, let
at
me
the
stick
AA
you.
position. We destroyed everything there.
Appreciate
and
it,
we're
Morrison.
waiting further orders.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get the truck off the road.
Voodoo 1, how copy?
Are you injured?
Understood.
Nope.
Bad.
Voodoo 1 is detonated.
Yeah, you're fine, Scott.
Yeah.
Holloway. And Holloway, your fucking brother. I don't know how the fuck a man can get that many wounds in such a short time. Let me tell you.
Check in, everybody.
What do you say? You get 5 red limbs in this game. I don't know. You bled out in like 10 seconds. It's horrible.
Reuter, Holloway. I didn't hear you.
That's how you doing.
That's because I rarely ever call back, Roberts.
I know. I still like to.
Want us to move towards the possible HQ. Morrison, is everyone good to go?
More or less.
Please yourself with the thought that I will always be alright.
Alright, had
Yeah.
team leaders
Dawson,
have
where are
everyone
you?
bring it in real quick. I'm gonna go over what we're gonna do now.
Falling on me, guys.
Still. Okay, you're still bleeding. Great.
Section lead, you need a smoke?
Am I?
Sure.
Not you. Dawson, you're good, Reuter.
You know, if I eat snow, will it become less
Take 2.
thirsty?
No,
Thanks.
snow dehydrates you. Fun fact.
Really, I didn't know that.
Because your body has to warm up that water.
Oh, great.
Alright guys, listen up.
Some water.
Here's what we're doing. So, up north, Voodoo 4 is being engaged. Voodoo 3, Voodoo 2 are moving to assist them. Right now our orders are to proceed with our secondary objective, which is to,
We are retreating. We are unable to continue the engagement. We need help. Over.
okay.
Just ignore that, that's not us.
And how's
So,
that blood
they
pressure?
want us to proceed with our secondary objective to find the possible enemy HQ inside of Nadesdino, which is south of the anti-air position, quite a ways south. However, I think that because Voodoo 4 was in a shitty spot, now that we're in a closer position to them, I think we should probably get back out there and try and help them out with the infantry that they were taking fire from, which is just north of the anti-air position. I'm not sure what Voodoo 2 and Voodoo 3 are doing or how they're looking, but I think before we proceed with the secondary objective, we should go and clear out that area to take some of the...
I think they probably also radio to Voodoo 3 and 2. I'm pretty sure that they are helping them right now.
I think we should listen to platoon and head out to find that HQ.
Alright,
would
well,
say
we're gonna
so
have to go
too.
that way anyway. But I want to, Alright, well, Zormont, can you find out from Voodoo 3 what the situation there is?
Understood.
Find out how many guys they're up against and if they need any assistance before we move out.
Voodoo 3, this is Voodoo 1, how copy? What is the situation that Voodoo 2, 3, and 4 are finding themselves in? How many enemies are there?
I just want to say you're fucking crazy.
They got me in my hand, but
Yeah, pretty much.
Voodoo 4 is moving back. Our action radio land is KIA.
Everyone's ready to move. Everyone's ready to move.
Artillery fire. Over.
Ask them if there's anything they need us to do. Otherwise, we're gonna move to our objective.
Voodoo 3, do you need the support of Voodoo 1? Over.
I can't tell right now. I need to speak with my section leader first, but I can't find him. Over.
Fuck.
Understood, Voodoo 3.
Yeah, I thought
Voodoo
this
1
sounded
out.
real great. Gotta say.
I voice in platoon and ask what to do.
Call platoon again and ask if he wants us to support them. If he says no,
Okay.
we're going to the HQ position.
Voodoo platoon, this is Voodoo 1, how copy? situation for Voodoo 2, 3, and 4 seems to be deteriorating. Should Voodoo 1 support them?
We have infantry platoon moving in our position. We need assistance right now, or we are getting crushed.
Oh wait, that's that friendly
Alright,
fire.
we're moving.
Yeah, I heard that
No,
the
we haven't
replacement
had
shot
orders.
you.
Teams be advised,
Yeah.
we're going to help Voodoo
It's very
3 and
painful.
Voodoo 2.
Load up, boys.
Alright, boys, load up. Everyone support the fight to the east.
They need our help. So we're gonna go in
Yeah, they have infantry right on top.
Make it to the HQ.
Waltler, mark me a dismount point, please. And a route.
Fell out of the truck.
Back in. Hurry up.
There we go.
Play.
Got everyone?
believe so.
Play again.
Whoever's
Right.
driving, I marked the dismount point at the top of the road we're on. We're going to get out from there, park the truck by those buildings, and then we're going to move south on foot towards
Thank you.
the infantry location. I made the dismount point a little bit further away because I don't want the truck getting shot up. I don't know how close those guys are. Ready to run straight as soon as we hit the ground. I don't know what we're going to do.
Remember, we do have friendlies there. Check for
Has
their
anyone
guns.
seen Miles?
Miles?
No, I have not seen Miles.
Else has been
Well, he's
recalled
not
into
fucking
base.
stop.
Voodoo 1, Voodoo platoon, how copy over?
I want to find that boy.
Voodoo 1 is right now moving into position. Over.
Alright, once you
Mark
secure
those
the
miners
center
are
point
going,
out and get ready. We're gonna spot the
Survivors, they have
party.
fallen back and are now off the BFT.
Alright, guys,
Voodoo
get
3
out
and Voodoo 2 are still fighting in the forest. Over.
1, 2, facing enemy.
Good copy. Voodoo platoon. Voodoo 1 out.
Boys.
Let's see if we can't spot these fuckers.
Alright, Roberts and Butler, take your teams and start moving southeast of the location of
Alright, shift steppy.
That should be our bearing.
Yeah, let's get to the those rocks up ahead. Use that.
Yeah, copy. I've seen a body up ahead inside the forest, so that's gonna be the right forest.
Remember, watch your fire and not hit any friendlies. We're gonna have to move from.
You can go around using these trees. You don't have to cross the open field.
Yeah. Head along the
We
road
don't
to
got
the
much
south.
time, so.
So let's
There it goes.
this road here, guys.
Hey, boys, doing?
Shift southeast.
We got KIAs up front. Pretty sure these are enemies.
Are they using friendly artillery or is that enemy artillery?
That's enemy
What is your current situation for your squad?
team should be advised to southeast of the infantry marker. Allies, friendlies are to the southeast of the enemy marker, so keep an eye on that.
Dang.
Need a number on him at least.
These guys got wrecked.
Taking fire. From about 117. I'm seeing movement 096 past the forest. Foot mobiles.
Copy that. Enemy or friendly?
Enemy. One enemy. Running on the open field.
We're moving to help him out in front of us. Copy that.
I got visual on more men coming our direction, far 108. Can't tell right now. Hey, whoever's at the end of that tree line, tell him to watch his left. Yeah, those are enemies.
I'm moving up to the second tree.
Hold up, man. No one else is here. We're the only two people up here, so. Now we can do it. Up there. Let's go. They're shotting us. Give me some cover. I'll give you some cover.
I think that take care of him for now.
Hop in.
Thank you.
Where's
Walter? I'm unsure at this current moment. I think he's behind us.
Waltler, what's your position?
I think it's to your right.
Position is on the marker, just northeast of 1-1's position.
Copy, you doing good?
I've been shot again.
Copy. I move up a little northeast of the forest here, about 50 meters, to see if they're all dead.
Alright, covering you.
1-1, 1-2.
Oh, as much as I can
beats
cover
per
you.
minute, Wadlow. You're gonna kill yourself.
Good.
You know what, Morrison? I'm not moving. I'm doing exactly what you want me to.
Sit there and do nothing. So Wadlow, you may pass out at any moment, but you'll be fine.
Say again, 1-1, 1-2, what's your team status?
Your go should come with me real quick.
I'm amazed you're still standing.
Team is mostly good. I'm just being patched right now.
Copy
Wadlow
that.
is not in a position.
Are Someone support 1-2.
Give them a second
Anyone
call.
else hit?
They haven't responded.
I'm green.
Copy that.
Hill?
Negatory.
Okay, Goshen's good. Hill?
Right here.
Has anyone seen Hill?
Hill's here.
I'm alive.
Needed help. We didn't want to go to our
Please
objective
speak up
before we
when I check for
helped
you.
you out. We could
Miles is
help you
MIA,
guys.
but
I know
we'll
you
find
took
him
that
eventually.
call.
Dead on the inside.
Oh, he's right there. That's fucking...
What are your guys' orders?
Yep, I see that. That might be their
Voodoo 2, this is Voodoo 1. Now copy.
What are your guys' orders for right now?
Looking at the map, it's gonna be southwest.
All right.
Do you just
I
throw
guess
that
if you want to
compliment
move
out
back
to
to
everybody,
Robo,
boys?
maybe
Somebody
if
else
you're
is
right now.
Man has a blood pressure. He should be dead.
In a disorganized retreat,
He is
probably
dead
won't be able to
medically
reach
with
him.
this blood pressure. He shouldn't
All
be
right,
alive.
yeah, we tried reaching him before to see
Oh,
if they could
damn,
bring
you
the truck
pumped me
to
so
us,
full of
but,
morphium, I should have
looks
been
like
dead
at this
as well.
point, I'm just gonna send a couple guys to go get our truck and bring it up to us, and then we're
Your
gonna
blood-
head south to the enemy HQ.
Oh, no,
Heartbeat's
that
low
was
enough.
back then,
It's supposed
all
to
the
be
way
there,
back in
but,
Shiza.
Just
Okay,
move with your
Waddler,
remaining guys back.
Might
I
hear your
guess,
heartbeat
to
again. That's
safety,
normal.
And,
Your heart rate's low because the
Into the
more
town,
we
I'm
help you
listening.
guys out.
Yeah, it's a slow beat. I'll be alright.
Maybe you
Just
wanna,
checking your blood
contact
pressure
Mount
before I
Bradley
go.
as a
Yeah,
maybe-
49. You'll be okay.
It's clear for now. We can probably just fall back.
Yeah.
Coming back towards your position, Hill.
Or I go to you.
Okay. Yeah, we're just trying to see if they were all dead.
Gotcha.
Just appear to be all dead.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep.
Alright, Dormont. I'm gonna have two guys in the truck. Stand by right now. Alright, 1112. What I want two guys to move back and bring the truck back up to us. Voodoo 3 can't do it. They're real disorganized at the moment. Once we have the truck with us, we're going to proceed towards the enemy HQ to the south.
We'll get the truck again.
Alright. If you want to do the same two people, that's fine.
Forward, make sure to take somebody with you.
Yeah, I'll bring Goshen with me.
Alright.
That works.
Back with you.
Alright, Goshen, let's go get the truck.
Yeah, Ford, just bring it up to our location here.
Alright.
Alright, now Dormont, if you want to call platoon and ask if it's possible that we can get another platoon out on the battlefield here to support us.
You mean a squad? Or...
No, ask if the rest of our platoon is fucked. Voodoo 3, Voodoo 2, and Voodoo 4, they're all in a pretty shitty situation. So I would ask if another platoon would be able to come out, because we don't have another section. Alright guys, spread the fuck out.
Spacing, lads, spacing.
We need that truck.
I have a trench, but wants to use it.
I'm diving in here with you, Hale. Really? Scott, I'd like to suggest you get in a trench.
Correct. I'm saying the rest of our sections in our platoon are fucked up. We're the only one left that's combat effective.
Are you okay?
So we need an additional platoon to come in.
All my guys up.
Hill up. I'm surprised I only shot 2 rounds though.
Is Miles, you're here with the rest of the team.
Very nearly. I'm getting back inside the safety foxhole.
Alright, 1112, listen up. So the guys, obviously, they're bringing the truck up to us. Once we get in the truck, we're going to go ahead and proceed down south to our next objective. Because the rest of our are pretty much fucked up at this point, platoon leader is going to see if he can get in touch with company command, and they can dispatch another platoon to move into the area for our reinforcements, considering the rest of our platoon is pretty badly messed up. So right now, just sit tight. Hopefully no more artillery fire comes, but once the truck gets here, just have your guys hop in, and we'll head out.
Scavern, just...
Alright, Morris, rest for the moment. When the truck guys get back, we'll probably be loading up and moving out again.
Artillery.
Dig in, just in case that artillery comes again.
We're
Get
gonna
a spotter
stay
out here, we might get hit. Boy, right there.
Watler, can you find out what the how far away the truck is from us?
Ford, how's it coming with that truck?
We're on our way.
Morrison?
We're taking the road.
Understood.
Keep your eyes open for spotters. I want them to radio in our position. The wood is pretty damn thick.
This is moving to our south.
Yeah.
I see moving to our south. Is that enemy?
Did somebody just throw a smoke in front of ours?
What happened?
Malagon's position?
I think I see enemies to the south.
Copy that. Get ready to engage, guys.
Alright, boys.
And there's our truck.
Get the truck behind our lines. They just laid smoke. They might be running an attack again.
They're to our south.
Truck's behind. I just pulled up behind you guys.
They're very close to the south, just beyond it.
Alright, parking the truck. Oh yeah. Be southeast.
Did anyone toss red smoke?
That's Jobrin.
Yeah.
That's really smoke. Did someone throw that?
Everyone's back.
If it wasn't, that's a bad
Did someone
sign for
actually
us.
throw fucking red smoke?
Okay, I know what red smoke
Wasn't
is.
me.
I think we tossed it by accident.
Negative, I didn't have time in the engagement.
Well, that might be an enemy marker.
Is this truck here?
Something's coming. Something's coming.
Yak 130 circle.
Back to the truck. Let's fucking go. 1, 2.
Alright, commute.
Anybody hit?
Run away, run away, run away.
In, let's go.
Hey, Sexually, give me a direction to go.
Ford, look on your map. Look on your map. South. Get back
South,
on the road.
copy.
I am injured.
Get back on the road. and
We're in
head
good
south.
border?
Copy.
See my mark?
Let's go.
Yeah, I see it, I see it.
Copy that.
Oh, you're not that
Don't
bad.
go in the field. Don't go in the field.
Yeah.
Do not go in the field.
Ford,
Don't
don't
go in the
fucking
field. Back it up. You just got strafed by a jet.
Get back to the road.
They literally just strafed the area with a jet, and you try to drive into the fucking open. What do you hate us for?
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna get in
Do you
contact
fucking
with
hate
two.
us?
Quiet.
I'm not going
Voodoo
on the
platoon,
field.
this is
Calm the
Voodoo
fuck
1.
down.
Copy.
Thank you.
Hey, Reuter, you'll be fine.
So copy, go ahead.
You can take a left here on the road.
Voodoo 1 was attacked by an enemy squad, and then we were
Um.
shot by an enemy jet. We are right now retreating from our position. Over.
Copy that.
Again,
Chelsea Alliance, contact you. One company is sending in another platoon designated Alpha Platoon. They will be sending in force actions which should be showing up on your Blue Force track system soon. You don't have direct radio contact to them, so if you want something from them, you need to contact them through me. Over.
Voodoo platoon, it seems like we are right now going towards the suspected HQ of the enemy. Over.
Advice Tassel is at 160.
Copy that.
Copy that. Over.
Forward, be careful moving through here. I don't think there's any enemy, but we can't be sure. Just be careful moving through here. If we take fire,
If we take fire, I'm smoking it.
we mark the dismount.
Didn't know we were headed to this objective.
Carson, are you okay?
He's tired.
So, a reminder, 1-2, when we're hitting this base, there's at least 2 enemy commanders that'll be in base. We would really like to capture them if possible. So go for leg shots if you see someone who looks important.
Leg shots with Fal's gonna blow their leg off.
Yeah, leg blown off isn't entirely dead.
Angel, go on foot, straight west. I want to get on top of that hill, 76, and see if we can get down into the HQ.
But we aimed at the chest that way. Oh my god!
Was that a mine? Everyone out.
Everyone out.
Oh! Away from the truck.
Yep. Well,
Is there anyone hit? Oh shit, down.
Get away! Secondary explosions! I think we just got ambushed.
You think?
No, I know.
Big doors to destruct.
We probably should pull back.
Smoking it. Is Walker still up?
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
You know, whatever.
I was really closer to people. What do you want from me?
Patient is what I want.
Oh wait, hold on.
Is everybody in?
Not yet.
I gotta get a radio so I can
Oh
be over
my
there.
god.
Just meet him over there, Waller.
Or was that a complete wipe?
Let's drive.
Oh, no, apparently not.
We just lose the original Voodoo one?
Chop.
In?
Shush, shush.
Just about.
Alright.
Yep.
Dude.
This is Voodoo 1/2.
Somebody?
Check. I got it.
Someone already got it, get back in.
Alright, load back in.
Not yet. Alright, go ahead.
Maligan?
He's getting in. 1 second.
Was in the gate for them.
He's in.
Alright. Where's their last known
Where
position?
we got it approximately, so I don't run into the exact same ambush.
Yeah.
I mean, where the other team got hit.
Yeah.
We as in Voodoo.
No fucking idea.
Last
what I
time,
We were past the castle.
yeah, last report said they were past the castle.
Somewhere around here.
Nailed it right there.
Easier way though.
Run for your plugs.
That kind of area, general area.
Oh, shit.
The last thing I heard over the radio is that more teams are being sent down there. Is that new platoon?
Yeah. That's it. So you're going against the AA position.
Hey driver, you wanted me to mark the route?
Yeah, just go. Yeah, go right here.
I'm good. I've got the route.
You're gonna be taking your next right past that dismount point, by the way.
Understood. Hello? Is this the remnants of 1-2? We have reinforcements inbound. Just hold on.
This thing go a little bit faster?
Not if you don't want me to flip it. Do you want me to flip it, Dormo?
I think I trust the
I
driving.
do, Watler. Of course I do.
Well, if I recall, Skyver's in charge anyway, so that's who you should be listening to.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's. Waller, are there any remnants left? Is that?
There was all of the radio.
Okay. Did they say the situation?
Bleeding out and surrounded.
Okay, we're gonna have to. I don't think we should just drive right back into it. We should probably dismount a little bit earlier this time.
Mm-hmm. And fall off the road.
Stop at the castle and head down from there.
And stop about the castle. If we stop the mission. So. There's that T intersection that moves into the left.
Yeah, we're gonna be taking a next right. Sorry, the second right.
The Scalvin, it seems like Alpha 1 is also moving in that direction. Should I ask for their orders?
Get in touch with them and ask them to move towards the castle as soon as they can support us.
Okay. Reuter, is that you?
Hey, Reuter.
Alpha 1, this is Voodoo 1. How copy?
On our way into where the ambush happened.
We have comms with Alpha?
No, we do not have comms with Alpha. As section
We still have guys in that area. 1-2 still has guys there.
We can't talk with them.
So,
should I radio in platoon?
Shots
That's right.
Take a right.
Stop fucking up.
Careful crossing my line of sight, L.
Pardon me.
Push up on him.
Scalvin?
Yes.
Did I message in Voodoo platoon and ask for Alpha's orders right now?
Stand by on that.
Yeah.
Deal with this first.
Are these guys alive?
I don't think so.
Crap! Grenade!
Oh shit. It's this building. Shove. Oh, Frank, to your right. Out.
Crossing! Let's see this.
We have enemies 200, 210.
Right guy.
Still have hostiles, still have hostiles.
When I don't do anything, I treat you fairly too.
Is that a captured enemy?
Got a lot
Okay.
of casualties here. I'm bringing them inside. I need help out here, guys.
Hey.
Bringing guys inside.
Hello! Finally!
I'm doing CPR on Watler.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
How's it looking out there, guys?
Yeah.
Yo.
I love when people do their job and take care of injured people. Stop. Who was in charge of healing people?
Morrison went down, so I tried to take care of it. You were the only one left, so I was doing CPR on you, and I died.
But you were in the building. How'd they shoot into the building?
No, because I didn't hear anything from Miles, so I went to go check, and then there were like 500 million guys right on the outside that just lit me up.
I see. So you walked to the door and got shot to bits.
Yeah,
Shit.
because I thought that Miles and Dormont were still up, and well, Miles was, but I went outside to check, and they immediately just lit me up. We were like the only 3 left, I think. It was really fucked up.
I was in the red brick building, and I got shot through a door frame.
You were the only one that could have been saved, so I grabbed you, and I brought you in, and fucking I started doing CPR, and then I just got up to check to see what they were doing, and that's when I got
See,
lit.
I was unconscious, so I didn't see the rest of it, but we were wiping them out, and then suddenly we were all dead, and I don't understand how that happened so quick.
Yeah, that, I thought we were doing better that time, and all of a sudden I look out, and everyone's just fucking lying dead.
My biggest thing is that
I tried running to the building, I got shot. That.
Which is funny, because, see, earlier in off, I was getting hit, and it was fine. I was taking injuries, but I wasn't dying.
Yeah.
I think I got hit in the head. Did I get hit in the head? Or just several times in the chest?
Honestly, it was weird, because it didn't look like anything was bleeding on you. It was just like your arm, I think, that was bleeding. It wasn't even that bad, but then you had no heart rate. That's why I was doing CPR.
But none of your other limbs were red or anything, which was strange.
And we're back.
Alright. Carefully move back in.
Probably need some morphine too.
Friendly's moving up.
One, two,
Got
stab.
a hallway in the red building in front to your right.
Copy.
We need medical attention for Ford right now.
Did we finish clearing this place?
Alright, cleared it, but out behind, past that door frame, it could be anybody.
Copy that. Open door on the left.
Open door on the left's been cleared.
Let me go look at you. We need Ford. Get on.
Alright, Hill, pass him in front.
Oh, God. Right here. Dormont.
Let's forget about the prisoner right now. Just lock
How likely is it? How easily can we get the truck up here? Close, right? Drop. If you can bring that up. Dormont, Paul Platoon, and Ellen are
Voodoo Platoon, this is Voodoo 1. Knock out.
Go ahead, over.
Voodoo 1 is right now stationed outside of the castle. We believe there's enemies inside that castle. Over.
Copy that.
1, 2, who's up and ready to fight?
Hill's up.
Hill.
Miles is up, but I might have a little bit of psychological trauma.
I'm numbing down from my pain. I'm gonna see if I can get some blood real quick. Can't see much color right now for some reason.
Goshen? Anyone have eyes on Goshen?
He was with me earlier. I think he got shot.
Not too bad. Just something. Try bleed out.
Thanks, Robert.
Thank you. Hallway. Let me see blood pressure.
Prisoners in the truck.
Goshen's KIA.
Alright, hallway, you'll be okay.
Well, grab his tags.
Yep.
Hallway, you're good now.
He gave us permission to check out the castle if we'd like, but he said as far as the enemy HQ, we're putting that on hold right now, and we're just.
Well, here's Goshen. Here was Goshen.
Anyone who's injured, please come to the truck.
I don't know. That's what he told us. That's maybe because of our situation, but. Is anyone else being healed at this point, or are we good?
Do you have any blood you can give me, Morrison?
I already gave you a lot, my man. I can give you a few.
Psychological help.
Morrison, in terms of healing people, is everyone pretty much good to go?
I haven't assessed everyone yet. I don't think so, though.
Okay.
I gave you some for it.
Let Morrison check up on everyone.
Everyone, please hold still while I check you.
I'm starting to feel better. I'm gonna say that I'm good to go when we're ready.
Well, some Ford, how you doing? Waller, how you doing?
What kind of gate is this?
He couldn't run.
Ford, hold still. Let me check the blood pressure. the way, you got some bruises. Try to patch those up when you can. They aren't gonna bleed, but by your
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably have some lotion back at base, so I'll use that.
I see something up there.
You'll be fine. Alright, Scum, most people are good.
What is most?
Like, everyone's able to move. Not great, but we're able.
Alright, copy that.
That's how I actually treat myself here.
I'm gonna send one team. Roberts, I'll send your team. Just go up, check out the castle real quick. I don't really know if anything's in there. I don't expect there to be. Just check it out real quick. If it's empty, just come right back. And I'm gonna let Platoon know that we're all good to move. If he wants us to go back to the HQ.
All right. 1-1 on me. We're checking out the castle.
Everyone else just give them cover.
1-2. Give cover from here.
Hey, we got friendlies moving in.
We heard the gunfire. What happened here?
Yeah, well,
assholes.
we're on our way to
Presents.
the enemy HQ, and the first section got ambushed in their truck real bad, got completely wiped. Another section came in to try and help, and they got fucked up again. Now we're like the third group of reinforcements here. It's been a complete shit show here. I got one team checking out the castle right now to see if anything's in there. I think it's pretty clear though. But right now we're just holding position, waiting for further orders. What you guys doing?
They just came by to check out what the gunfire was about.
Yeah, it's seems like we got it under control right now, but they fucked us apart. We lost a lot of guys in this fucking compound. They ambushed us quite a few times, but it is what it is. Can't go back now.
Yeah, that's
What's your guys' objective? Okay.
They're using red smoke to mark artillery and air targets.
Yeah, we put red smoke on us earlier, and a plane came by and strafed us. We didn't lose anybody, but we saw that
So we have
before.
spotted units of the 1st Tank Division nearby, so you need to be really careful now.
We got a couple AT guys. Hopefully, it doesn't come to that though.
Yeah, just fucking avoid the open terrain, then you should have a chance at least.
Copy that 1-1. Thank you. You can make your way back. I'm talking with our friendly units here right now. Are you guys leaving us, or are you gonna stick in the area in case we need help?
We will stick in the area, but not in the same compound.
Yeah, copy that. Well, we're gonna have to talk to our platoon later and see what he wants us to do next. If we need to move to the HQ or not. But luckily, it seems like we've dealt with the threat for now. It just sucks that we lost so many guys.
I understand that we lost a lot of men too here yesterday.
Yeah. It's never easy.
But we'll be moving on.
Alright, well, thanks for checking in and giving us some tips.
No problem.
We'll wait for Robert's team to get back, then we'll call platoon and see if they want us to move to the HQ once more. I think for now we've dealt with the threat.
I believe so. Why?
He's loaded in the
Let me
truck.
okay with that
We'll
with
take
our
him with
man.
us.
Sure.
We'll take him back to base with us. When we make it
Our
to
friend
front.
over there wants to talk to the prisoner. Just saying.
All right.
I'd let you know.
This is a prisoner. He surrendered to us in his house right behind the truck here. It seems he took one of our guys prisoner as well because he was handcuffed.
You're perfectly healthy.
They were both handcuffed actually. I'm not quite sure how that happened, but we found him in that building. We haven't spoken to him yet.
You were perfectly fine.
Well, I think it would be best if we took him back to base for a formal
investigation. No, we'll load him back up. Is everyone back?
Whoa! Whoa! He just shot him.
I told you we were gonna fucking deal with it. Why the fuck did you shoot him?
My family. What do you want from me?
Yeah,
And
they did
will
the same
pay
to
for
us.
this. This isn't the way to deal with it. How are we supposed to find shit out if you're gonna kill them?
Stop moving. You're under arrest.
Can't arrest me. You are Savorian.
Everyone just leave.
This is my
can't arrest
country.
you. I can't arrest you based on the laws of war.
Your fucking weapon down. You're coming with us.
They're doing a terrible mistake.
Yeah, I don't think
Of
so.
your country.
Tell them to get back to the line.
He'll get back here, they got it covered.
Understood.
Alright, guys. Sit tight for now. Dormont, call HQ and see if he wants us to move to the HQ or if he's got other orders for us right now. Yeah, let him know that the...
Dude, that shit was sketchy.
Was that Alpha? Alpha 1? Well, what's their call sign?
I don't know what unit they're from. Just tell them friendly, not from our platoon.
Okay. Voodoo Platoon, this is Voodoo 1, how copy? We are waiting on orders. Should we move out to the HQ or assault the castle?
There's nothing in the castle.
In the castle? Never mind, ignore the castle bit. What's our next order? Over. Understood, and I also have another message to send you. A friendly personnel from another unit shot one of our prisoners. Over.
I think it was Prasen.
He was a foreign soldier. He was a Prasen. Over.
Tell him he was angry at what they've done to his men.
The Prasen soldier was upset. Over.
Was upset, and I quote.
Yes.
Yes, we have. Over.
Anti-air? Okay.
Yep.
Alright, listen up, guys. Platoon leader wants us to move back to the anti-air position we previously secured. Looks like the HQ's on hold for right now. Not sure why. I'm sure he'll have some type of reasoning for us. Let's load our guys up in the truck.
Load up
head,
1-1.
Head back to the
1-2.
anti-air.
Load up in the truck.
Reuter, we are heading back to
What
the
are we
anti-air position.
What are we gonna do with that Prasen?
I would suggest moving back to that location so you're not on your own.
Nothing more we can do about it right now.
Hey, Waltler, just letting you know, the engine on this thing doesn't sound too good.
Arresting the guy. Don't think that the other guys are gonna be happy about it.
Well,
Gives a shit.
Can't just let him go.
Our mechanics.
Trucking route, if you will, if you don't mind.
Waltler?
One sec. The engine's a little knackered, so it might be a bit slower than expected. Just letting you know.
That's okay.
Where would you like? Would you like us to drive all the way around, or are we dismounting the forest, or what?
Just drive straight back to the anti-air position. We got friendlies in that vicinity, so I'm not expecting contact. So you can just take us right there.
Ford, Head north down the road. Just follow it. It's really simple.
Oh no.
And if it's the truck's a little slow, that's alright. Like I said, we're moving back from where we came. We got friendlies in that area now, so I don't foresee any enemies shooting us.
Left of the road head.
Oh, thank God we're going left. Oh, Roberts.
Huh?
Hello. We're mighty close.
Yeah, you know. Let's hold hands. Sorry I yelled at you, Dormont. That was uncalled for.
I see your eyes.
It's fine. No, it's not fine. I shouldn't have yelled at you like that.
Why is my squad leader apologizing?
Because it's, you know, sometimes you gotta
Right thing to
be a
do.
better person.
And you're incapable.
I don't think it's acting selfish.
And sometimes you don't shoot prisoners.
I already did a.
I did
Sometimes
Oh yeah, didn't get you this time.
Oh. I don't like that
It's a
plane.
plane.
I don't like that plane.
I hear a jet.
Does it see us?
Jet right behind us.
Let me know on the radio if you want to pull off.
Oh no, it just bombed the position.
Fucking book it for now.
Dropped a bomb.
Kind of wish we kept that some of that AA up and running still. Right?
Boom.
Oh, well, yeah.
Don't look at me.
There. Couldn't leave it there.
I'm getting major like shakes.
You want me to jab you with some morphine, Miles?
No, it's mental, not physical.
I mean, morphine can calm your mental state.
I'm not gonna be a chunky.
Before me.
It's Reuter's job, Mr. Rusty Scalpels and Experimental Medical.
You need to start putting cigarettes in those fucking trucks.
You don't like talking shit because he's not here right now.
No, I'd say it to his face.
Hey, where'd he go? He was scared of the.
Oh, he's
charge in here.
Oh yeah.
You don't fucking listen to me.
It's Reuter, nothing
By the way, the fully automatic on this FAL it is terrible.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
FAL is just terrible.
Oh yeah, no, they suck.
Next left one.
The FAL.
Next left, copy.
It's gonna be a curve to the right and then a curve to the left. It's the first left after that.
Copy that.
I think not so much. Besides, if you're a good shot, you shouldn't need a full back to kill one guy.
Yeah, I know. But when there's like maybe three of them, I don't want to try to take them out.
We're sitting where Dormont was in the Roberts. One who looked exactly
Looking at
like
the temperature gauge here, looks like it's heating up above normal operating range. So I think they shot the radiator. That's
all of a
probably what
sudden
the issue
there was
is.
a big explosion.
Alright, Ford, I think we're making it back.
Everyone
Did
got
see
out
some
and it
green fluid
exploded.
leaking underneath earlier too, so that's my radiator.
Person's brother got shot in the face.
From what I heard in the reports, he tried to take on like 5 of them and ran away and got shot.
Brother's retarded.
That's what I
Discovering.
Yeah.
If we're ambushed at any point, which way should I run to? Just follow you. Left, right. You know, because what I heard the last time that Radio Man and the section one got split up.
Get ambushed, I'm running.
I'm gonna
I don't
pick
know which
around.
way I'm gonna be going. Alright, you can park the truck here. We'll get out.
Awesome. My bad.
Fine yet.
Voodoo Platoon, this is Voodoo 1. How copy?
Holy! I can tell! Where'd he go? Missed him.
got CPR. Everyone else, keep a perimeter.
Who is still alive?
We already got 3 people working on stuff.
Miles, I'm working on Ford.
Oh dear gosh.
Charm.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh.
I'm gonna get more rockets.
Ford's KIA.
Is he dead?
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Tank taken care of.
It ran.
Alright, well,
Anyone else hit?
Voodoo platoon, this is Voodoo 1. How copy? Voodoo 1 has encountered an enemy armor and we have lost our section leader. Over.
Among other things.
Ill?
I'm up.
Okay, I see you, I see you.
Waddler, are you okay? Robert?
Well, who's
good.
taking
Alright,
command
sound
until...
off. By name, make sure nobody's missing.
I need
Ill,
section
you're
leader
Miles.
replaced.
Oh,
I'm with Hill.
Ford's
Still around?
dead.
Ford's KIA.
What happened to Goshen? Again?
You're good. Don't, okay, you're good.
Great.
Oh, hear it. That's the engine of the truck?
God, please somebody turn off that truck engine.
Working on it.
I got it.
Still up.
So, Goshen is MIA.
User left your channel.
Because I'm not fucking hearing it.
He's coming back.
The engine's off. I'm right here.
It's coming back.
That's another vehicle.
Okay,
Get
good.
cover, get cover. Another tank coming down the road. Far down, it's coming. Another tank.
Yep.
Ready.
Excuse me.
DRAT ready. Get out of the way. Clear the back.
Hold on.
Clear.
He's on there.
Wait, hold on. Stay in cover. Hill on 3. We're gonna pop. 1, 2, 3. Go, 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 go!
Hallway's down.
Is it down?
I'll get him. The tank's down. I'm moving Holloway. Dragging it.
Look at cover. Is the tank down?
Cruising.
They're running.
Voodoo platoon, this is Voodoo 1. How copy? Check his blood pressure, check his pulse, make sure he's fine. Going out there, guys. His heart rate's fine.
Okay.
We have one contact still alive. Moving down the road.
How's he doing?
You can shoot him there.
I don't
He's
have
not
any
firing back at us.
That tank?
Don't have any.
No,
He's running
fucking
away.
tank crew. They're getting the fuck out of here. Fucking cowards.
I'd run too if I had a whole platoon firing at me.
I did find an enemy RPG. I could just lob it at it and see if I can destroy it. Okay, Holloway. Alright.
I've got good news and bad news. Which one do you want first?
Better to not destroy it.
Good news first.
The good news is we can repair the tank.
What's the bad news?
Nah, there's no toolkit inside the tank.
Ross, you want an RPG?
Well, if you want me to blow like I'm instead, charge right now. I don't see a toolkit in the back of the truck. Want me to blow it up?
I'm still next to it.
Sorry, do not blow up the fucking tank, you know?
Chasing the retreating guy.
I don't know what Miles is.
I mean with a charge.
Don't let him destroy it yet. I'm gonna.
Oh,
find out
we're not destroying it. We were seeing if there was
Is this
any way
AA
that
still working?
these
No.
Iranians
Damn it,
were being
Holloway, wake
cowards
up.
and it's still operational.
Try to jump out.
I
Gotcha.
just want to make sure because if
Hey,
Schneider
Waddler?
wants us to take it, we'll do that.
Yes,
come on,
man?
wake the fuck up.
What was that noise?
Possibly sniper. So, what? Tell me what you need to tell me, or get in
Ask
cover
him
and
if
do it.
Miles
I don't
they
care.
want us to come
Miles-
near that tank.
Miles is being pinned down.
Sorry, what was that?
On beach.
Ask Platoon
Get
if
in
they
the
want
fucking
us to,
tank and hunker down.
secure that tank.
What were you
for
trying to
us
tell me?
use.
Hey,
Good.
It's even the forest.
That they might have that the
Voodoo
guy
platoon,
stopped
Voodoo
moving
one, over.
and
I mean,
was acting
I'll
like
copy.
he was surrendering, and that's when I got shot.
Yeah, I see another
Holloway will be
fucker
fine,
down
don't
there.
worry
Are you
about it.
outside the tank?
Yeah, I'm down the road.
Stable.
Yeah, I fucking see you. Why did you fucking go that far up, you stupid bastard? Alright.
Because the man was surrendering.
Alright. Fuck.
Voodoo platoon, this is Voodoo 1. How copy?
Wants to rescue him?
Fucking forward here.
Also, can we
Alright,
get spacing,
Hale, stay
please?
here because you've got the AT. Ocean, you're with me.
I like spacing. Thank you.
Don't get killed!
I'm currently making my way toward the tank, and we have Morrison and
The
meet me there.
enemy tank has been taken care of. It seems like we can still capture
Miles
it
crawling.
for our own use.
Copy that. We'll cover
He's
you
injured.
from
I'm going
here.
up.
How should we proceed? Over.
We can't have that many people up there.
Well, just don't be one of them.
Yeah, that.
You know where the
straight
fire's
up,
coming
that guy was surrendering, and then sniper fire.
Affirmative, Voodoo platoon.
I was going to
Voodoo 1 out.
take him as prisoner.
We're
Scavron,
not bleed out
you
by the
hear
time
that?
we get back.
Nah, what did he say?
Said if the vehicle has fuel, we can take it back to base. If it doesn't, blow it up.
Oh, wait the fuck up. Come on, man.
We'll
Oh, we
find
should
that
get
out.
someone out there.
They're already out there.
Oh, we need help.
Alright.
He's just taking forever to wake up. Is always fine.
I mean, I would expect if you got riddled and with bullets.
He only got shot twice in the face. He'll be fine.
I think we should expect maybe some infantry.
Honestly, he will be fine. He's stable. He's stitched. Gave him blood.
Is he in pain?
No.
I think they're.
Oh crap.
He can't really be in pain.
Is that one of our guys that just shot?
A sniper. Oh shit, mine's down there.
God damn it.
Contact, we have a sniper somewhere southwest.
Miles down.
I'll get the HE round. Now you're probably laughing your butt off, aren't you?
Southwest.
Let's see how this guy deals with the frag round.
The reason I want to go up there is because you don't got that much time. So go down as quick as you can.
I know, but I didn't want you getting fucking shot.
Get back in cover.
I don't give a shit. Oh, jeez.
Get Miles. Find out if that tank has fuel, because if so, then Platoon says we can take it. If not,
Right. Well, no, nobody start
I advantage myself. I got shot too.
We know where Miles was
I'll get on
standing.
you.
Do you have any cover? We can try to figure out where that shot came
I'm
from.
surprised.
Oh.
That was a problem to be okay. You got him here in time. I think.
Want me to go out and put a charge in the...
Hill, don't put any charges down. You might be taking.
That's why I wanted to run up there and treat him right there.
Yeah, you would have been fucking shot in the head and then we'd be down there.
Yeah, asked him where
And
he
then
got
I'd get
shot.
shot. Getting you
At
back.
the tree, we would have been fine. Either way, who's hit? Yep.
Are we in medic?
Air.
He's still shooting.
What are you doing, Malagon?
Are you inside?
Holding this position.
I think Holly needs some saline.
No!
Oh god.
Thank God. Oh, thank God.
Stabilized?
Oh, I'll stabilize it. Well, look, get on CPR for me.
on it.
Who the hell was that sniper?
Hidden. He's doing his job.
I'd like to request that everyone stay down, please. Don't stop having to shoot people.
Come on, Holloway, wake the fuck up.
We gotta keep watch, Morrison.
By the way, now that the AA's down, could we please just carpet bomb the forest? That'd be great.
We have air support?
We also have artillery, I think.
A little busy. Okay, I'll use them when I'm told to use them.
Miles back on station.
Well, if that sniper was on the eastern hill, someone here would have been shot by now. I think the shot by any chance might have came from southwest. I'm thinking.
Why is Holloway just sitting here down?
Needs more saline.
He's fine. Oh,
User
Miles,
in
I
your
have a
channel
question.
timed out.
Yeah.
Did that tank have any fuel in it? Do you know?
I mean, I can run back down there and check. I can't remember
No.
off the top of my head.
There's a sniper in the area.
I'm not taking
Oh,
the
trust
risk.
me, I'm well aware, but he's down, way down.
Well, if I'm
wait for
If I'm right about what I think where that position would have been taken by that sniper, if you're on the left side of the tank we're looking at right now, you might be safe.
Oh no, he's on the right
not
side.
our
That's just a theory, so
Out there. You
He's
hear me?
confirmed on the right.
Confirmed on the right side.
As for in terms of the fuel, I think there's fuel still in there. Everything was not that bad. If we get a toolkit, if we get like an engineer down there to repair the tank, we can take it.
No, he's.
I don't know if I want to risk it though, because that would require more people to go out there.
I mean, I'll do it.
There's still a sniper. So.
The sniper's on the right side. The thing I gotta do is approach from the left.
Should I radio this in platoon? We're kind of being held back from doing anything else at the moment.
No, just wait until Morrison gets everyone out.
I mean, ultimately, Scott, that's your decision. I'd be willing to go down there.
I know, because
User was moved to your channel.
if there's fuel, we can take it, but I don't know if I want to put us in that situation, because
He should wake up.
unless we
check
go
the
out
notes
there
tomorrow,
all
check his
together,
heart rate.
and
If I don't,
Yeah.
really want us to get picked off.
His heart
by
rate was
one,
strong
so
last I checked.
I don't know if it's worth it for a tank.
I wouldn't call it
He's just
strong.
down there to the right.
Oh, his pulse is alright.
He's he's good now. That
That's his face's thing was correct.
He should wake up soon-ish. Check his blood pressure once
Alright,
in a while.
some more.
I think Holly might be more saline.
Two unconscious.
Negative. Roberts is right now not available. What is
About
it,
him?
Bruder?
Two
Voodoo
unconscious.
one is
So he's lost lots of blood, so maybe he needs some more saline.
Reason Holloway waking up.
we have
He's
lost
fine.
one and
I think he needs some more saline.
We're both held up. We're both
by our
held up
medic.
in that
Yeah.
A position. Just come
If
up the
Ruger
road
was the
if
one
you see us.
who is the sniper that we're having troubles with, I swear to God, I'm gonna slit his throat.
Reuter, on
that is
a
correct.
download, did you encounter anyone that you were shooting at?
Oh, don't. If that was. Better not be.
Slitting his throat.
Right now we're
Understood,
just
Voodoo
holding
platoon.
Roberts.
Tried
Voodoo
to
one
ask if
out.
it was.
Tank seems to have fuel in it, but I don't know if I want to risk going back out there to grab it.
Discovering, I have a message from platoon.
If it was
Go.
Ruder, I'm gonna
What
shoot him
was
when
it?
he comes back.
I see him.
It's that.
So they said at 11:15
But he has them.
on the time there
Does he have?
that we head back and go to the FOB.
Sniper. Scott,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna run down there and check it. Roy's bringing back the sniper.
Oh,
You got him? Okay.
Yep.
Enemy sniper?
Boy should wake up soon. Butler, don't bother.
Miles,
with
go
CPR.
down there
He has
with
a heart
Robert.
rate.
So I grab a toolkit from the truck.
Push him in the chest, maybe he'll wake up and suffer
Hey,
a little bit.
Roberts, I'm gonna have Miles bring a
It's a heart rate
toolkit
of
to you, okay?
985. That's the
Yeah,
sniper.
Look, it's in the truck.
But he needs to
Yes.
get the fuck up.
Oh, I guess we're capturing.
I shattered his collarbone.
I want to disarm
Thank
him.
you.
Oh yeah, and I
that.
took
He
a
killed
bullet
2 of them.
again in my valuable torso.
Good job, Reuter. You did good
He
work.
might not. Someone help me with this guy. He might not make it. I don't fucking get some help.
Scott.
no, he'll be fine.
I think we got 15 minutes to fix that tank enough to move.
Yes.
Can somebody please explain to me
Oh, heart rates. Give him CPR.
Oh, caution's up.
You got hit, and then you passed
No
out.
gas. Copy that. Copy that.
You take care of that sniper.
Alright, then we gotta
Yeah.
set charge.
Yeah, we fucking got him eventually.
Well, there's not a toolkit in the truck.
Thank you for saving my life.
I know, I'll get on you in a
Whoever.
second.
Alright, one just
Well, Morrison saved your life, Miles.
Damn, I just bandaged
We got him all the way fucking back here, and Miles died on us.
Oh, damn.
I see. So this is the man who shot me.
We get Morrison to pack up Holloway. He hasn't
You good
gone
otherwise?
back up yet.
Yeah.
I don't know why he hasn't got up yet either. You should.
Did you give him more saline?
Oh, his blood pressure is completely fine. So is his heart rate.
People shooting anybody that I bring home.
Doubt this since we
Gotta
got here.
feed him and take him out for walks and care for a murder.
That's a precaution.
Don't know why I'm gonna bother wasting a splint on this guy, but I
Hey
will.
Morrison, I'm
Uh-huh.
putting Holloway in the truck, okay?
Yeah, he should wake up. I hope.
Hey,
What the fuck? But he was he's not even bleeding.
Hell?
Yep.
This is what happened to me.
Are you able to
I had
go
some.
down? Go down with Miles, and can you place charges on the tank, please?
Sure.
Alright, let's go. I have charges as well. That's how I got him.
Don't tell.
You get on the left, I'll get on the right.
Dude, one on the bottom should be fine. If not, that one in the rear. It doesn't need much.
I'll cover you.
Okay, I got one there. We blow this. Holy! You see somebody?
Yeah, it was that guy down there. He moved again.
Yeah, alright. Well, one is the rear. That should be enough.
Apparently, I don't have any explosives on me again.
Okay, hold on, I'll put one on top just to be sure.
Thing with explosives is fun.
Yep. If its engine's unscrewed now, it's definitely gonna be. Charges set, ready to blow on your order.
Understood. Get the fuck back here.
Don't blow it. Don't blow it.
Hey, is there anything in there?
No, there was nothing in there.
Okay.
Alright, which of you boys has the trigger?
I do.
Hell, because I don't have any explosives on me apparently.
No,
Well, let's watch
as
some
soon as
fireworks.
Miles is behind the bunker, light it off, Hill.
Fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole.
Oh, we're heading back.
Did it not?
I put one below and one on top of the engine deck. There it goes.
There you go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Okay, it's dealt with.
I like the tree that fell on top of it.
Alright,
Alright, guys.
Load up.
1-2, load up.
If there's not enough room with all of our prisoners, I'm gonna stay behind.
They'll be space.
Voodoo Platoon, this is Voodoo 1. Now copy.
The rifle. Bad dude.
Enemy tank has been dealt with. We are heading back to base. Over.
Copy that. Your orders were to stay at the position until 11:15 hours and then move back to the base. Over.
Jesus Christ, 11:15.
Affirmative. Voodoo Platoon. Out.
Guess we're
So we got 10 more minutes here. Alright.
My mistake, Scavra.
No, it's okay. I know. I thought we would have been able to go back early.
Alright, well, we got 15 minutes, boys.
Alright, guys. Welcome if you got it. Take it easy. Be on the lookout.
This Reuter's still watching over us somewhere. Oh, he is?
No,
That's...
No, I know, but
Strange.
it was like here before when it blew up. I guess it like. Thought it was in the middle.
I think we clarified that before we headed back to base.
Yeah, it's alright. It's no one's fault. I just thought that since we were done, we could have moved back earlier.
such a specific time.
Well, all time's arbitrary.
Already getting ambushed here.
Can someone turn off the engine, please? Oh, it's this thing. Ugh.
I'm gonna take a drink. Don't forget about your hydration, boys.
Oh, hi.
Holloway!
Oh. Holloway's up, finally.
Howdy, sleepyhead.
You shoot one of my fellow countrymen.
Tank's dead.
I can't say I did.
Did any of you do that?
Don't think so.
Do
what?
what?
Happened is that he shot a prisoner, so we arrested him. I don't know why he died though. No one shot him. It's weird.
Died? Did you arrest him?
Because he shot a prisoner.
Oh, because if somebody of us shot a prisoner, you would have not taken an hostage as well.
Yes.
Yeah? I'm that. Shot a prisoner, we arrested him.
So when are
Seriously,
we
though.
moral apostles, Mr. Firestarter?
Comment, Mr. Village Burner.
Maybe we're supposed to be covering for Alpha 2. They're out there. They're on their way back.
Remember, that was not a war crime I did back there.
Neither was mine.
You committed a war crime, I didn't commit any.
I don't know what you mean.
Technically, guys, both of your crimes didn't happen, so let's not give the guy behind it who has reasons to tell us ideas.
I didn't do any war crimes because we murdered a slave. Come on now. I did, however, commit a felony in case of arson and such.
Yeah, but arson isn't murder. Oh, unless you lock people inside the building, then it is.
Lauren, you have any idea why we still be out here?
You were ordered to wait until 11:15.
Someone to pull rear security with me, you know, so no one just walks in behind us.
10 minutes,
stuff.
so I
Get
don't know.
banged.
Unless he's preparing something at base that takes this long. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Maybe it's already full of something going on.
Trying to recover something that we're protecting? The position? By the way, I do get you two kind of confused once in a while.
Well, I guess
It's
we
like
don't
the
have helmets.
semi-same kind of headgear.
I like Robert's right now.
Jesus. I didn't think anyone was out there. Kind of scared me.
That's one of our Brasson friends who killed one of our prisoners.
It's Mr.
one of our
War
Iranian
Crime.
Prisoners. He was upset that they killed his guys, so he decided to kill the prisoners.
No movement out here, guys?
Because he shouldn't have shot the prisoner.
He didn't.
He didn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
To be fair, mercenaries aren't people.
And we'll get hit.
No one got hit. Morrison just tripped off the roof.
Oh crap.
Shit.
Find cover if you got it.
I think I should radio that into command.
You're shelling our position.
Voodoo Batoon, this is Voodoo 1. How copy?
Get me on this action.
Yeah.
Seeing artillery fire. They are slowly creeping towards us. Over. platoon. Voodoo 1 out. Alright.
I heard it.
In hindsight, putting both AT rocket launchers in the same position is probably not a good idea.
Retreat of another unit, so we have to wait till 11:15.
I knew it was Alpha 2 out there. It's causing us to stay here.
5 more minutes! Misfire!
Anyone need a medic?
I was thinking we're about to get engaged.
Oh, what the
No,
fuck y'all
it's
doing
just
back here,
over
man?
By the way, everyone be known that we do have a friendly unit in the area coming.
Alright.
Please confirm before you shoot.
Yeah, not horrible. Okay, it's actually pretty bad.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Alpha 2.
Oh gosh darn it! You had to say it! You had to say it!
Oh, looks very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very uncomfortable indeed.
Come on, Alpha 2.
Here it comes!
Retreating.
It's hidden behind us.
You can have this ult. At this rate, it's gonna kill both of us.
Alright.
Dude? Look up!
Watch out, that thing's about to fall on someone. Alright guys, be ready to run in 5 minutes.
They hit the truck?
The wheels are fucked.
We're running.
Voodoo Platoon, this is Voodoo 1.
Yes, it did.
Our truck has been disabled and there's artillery coming. Over.
I mean, copy that. Try to make your way to base on foot.
Understood, Voodoo Platoon. Voodoo 1 out.
Because, you know, you've done that in the past.
Where's Schneider? No, not Schneider. Where's Scavrin?
I'm right here. What's up?
Scavrin, I was just told that we...
Copy that.
Need to get everyone to the south.
To the artillery.
I'm comfortable where I'm at. Thanks for the offer, though.
Gotta head
What's
west.
around out there? What the fuck? Who's running? Oh, buddy, come in here. Yeah, where the fuck?
Always down.
Right here, what's up?
Holy just got hit from something. Alright, where is everyone? We got everyone?
Alright, guys, we need to start moving.
Oh shit.
How's
Take
it
over.
Trying to find out.
If you
We gotta stabilize him and we gotta get out of here now.
Son of a rocket!
Confirm they are firing rockets east, northeast, in that direction.
1-2, we need to get out of here.
All the way's dead, just go.
Look, we're gonna be heading west.
Damn it. Running southwest, right?
Southwest, southwest. Stay with my marker if you need it.
Morrison, take the prisoner and go.
Yeah, I'll treat you, my man.
Morrison, take the prisoner and go.
I mean, I can't really take him when you're holding him. There
Go.
What about you?
I'm coming. Don't worry about me.
You got half your top of your torso looks ripped up.
I'll be alright.
Whatever, my man.
My butt. Okay. Keep running, Morrison. I'll stabilize him and bring him up to you.
I don't give no offense to him, but if he's unconscious, I'm kind of gonna keep him alive over following the door.
Right, let's get him up as fast as. We'll stabilize him as fast as possible, and let's get out of here.
Someone get the prisoner, by the way. I can't escort him while I'm treating fucking a friend here. Yeah, escort him. Let's stop this dumbass from dying. I'm fine. That's the biggest load of bullshit I ever heard. How can you get a million blows, Cox?
Artillery.
Heads up. Yo, beating the fuck out.
Oh, great. They're bracketing us.
Yeah,
No heart rate.
Heart rate CPR now.
Let's get out of here.
Coming in from the
Section lead wants to know if we should hold our position where we're at or head back to base. How should we proceed? Over.
Hold your current position and take further orders. The Voodoo platoon out.
Scott, they told us to set up defenses at our position right now for Alpha 2.
Copy that. That's what we'll do. You heard him. Start defenses on the same time here.
Where's Waller?
Waller, you go. Waller.
Waller, you read us? He might be back at the base.
The rally. I saw something to my right, boys. It's Reuter. Thank God.
Reuter, what you shooting at?
Do I have voodoo one?
Blue Force Tracker says he's over here. Waller, you read me?
Yeah, I'm at the rally point.
Everyone else is playing defensive positions inside the forest.
Well, we got to the rally point. Me and Miles are here. We're setting up defenses.
Scav, Watler's off far. I think Watler's still out far to the west.
Yeah, he is. He's at the actual mark. I stopped a little.
I guess give him a cord if he needs it. No more roleplay.
Bring it in, guys.
And I set up those nice defenses.
Ho ho ho.
Oh, look at that.
Damn. Oh.
Oh god.
Lucky it was over.
We're back.
I feel like I
And
just
I
had so many
quote,
children.
I'm fine. And I
It wasn't fine,
Uh,
Morrison, but I did.
quote.
We had
Time for
artillery
the
falling
debrief.
around us. I was trying to make
And
you leave.
I quote.
In our circle.
Please remember that during the debrief, no shooting, no fucking around with anything until the debrief is over. Since we will have quite a bit to talk about, I would like, before I let anyone else speak, I would like to ask Goshen first, how did you like your first operation that was very fucked up because the medical system has been completely reworked and it's not balanced well yet?
Well, for one thing, I mean, I haven't been in an arm op for a while, so this was actually pretty good. I didn't really notice anything going astray other than the medical system, but like even then, it was pretty fun. So, yeah.
Would you be interested in staying with us?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, then give me 1 second, please. I'm gonna move you to another channel for a second.
Alrighty.
User was moved out of your channel.
So he can't hear us talking shit.
Definitely.
This is trash talking
another
completely.
question. Does anyone have a serious issue with him becoming a member of this unit?
Fuck no. I want him in.
Nope. No problems.
No complaints.
I'll drag him back in.
I think his head looks like an egg.
It's a little bit cold. Can we have a campfire?
I love how Malagon says he seems fun.
User
like he
was
doesn't
moved to
fucking know
your
bananas.
channel.
Right, Goshen, I think good to stay with us, so we can welcome you as a full member to this unit. Alright, now let's get down to business. We will have a lot to talk about Ace Medical in particular, that's why we'll get everything else up first. So let's start with the usual round. Scarfin, you go ahead as a section leader and give out your comments first.
Okay. Overall, I think this was a pretty decent op. It definitely tested my abilities and was very stressful at times. I felt a little rusty, maybe it's just because of the break. I know those ambushes and whatnot kind of slowed down the pace and took us off guard. I don't think Schneider anticipated it to go that way, so that's okay. But thank you to my team leaders. You guys did a good job. You did your best to listen to what I say. I just have one comment. For anyone that hasn't section leaded before, it's very, very stressful. So please do your best to bear with me. I don't want to be that guy who says you have to listen to me, I'm in charge. I used to be like that, and I don't want to be like that anymore. But please keep that in mind because it's very difficult, and I understand that maybe you don't completely agree with what I'm saying to do, but I'm trying my best. And I know that maybe Roberts, who sometimes section leads, wouldn't agree with everything, and maybe I wouldn't always agree with things that he did, but you have to be professional about it, and you have to respect that that person's been put in charge, and you have to go along with it to an extent. So I just don't want people constantly giving me suggestions about that we should be doing this, we should be doing that, because I'm trying the hardest, and it gets very stressful to try and talk to a radio man and two team leaders and make sure that everyone's alive and we're actually getting to the objective. So put yourselves in my shoes. I know that no one is perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. And if you were put in a section lead position, just think about how it might be for you. And would you always want people in your ear saying, we should be doing this, we should be doing that? Just keep that in mind.
because it only adds to the level of stress. I'm trying to make the decisions that I feel are appropriate. I've been doing this a while, so I don't feel that I'm completely inept when it comes to it. And I'm not targeting anyone. I just wanted to address it because I have noticed it, and it just makes it more difficult. So I just wanted to clear the air. You know, we're all here to have fun, but just put yourself in that person's shoes and think about how stressful it can be and how many people, you know, I have to try and look after, and it gets very hard, and how many people I have to be in contact with at the same time. So please just respect whoever is put in charge, whether it's Roberts or I as section leader, or Watler, Roberts or I as team leader, doesn't matter. Just respect that person and the position they're in, and trust that they know what they're doing. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in that position. So while I always like suggestions from people, sometimes it becomes overstepping, and it just makes it more difficult. So please try to hold back on doing that, because the people who are in leadership positions do have the experience doing it, and I do trust that they know what they're doing. But no one is perfect, and everyone will have different ways of doing things. So I understand that you might want to be vocal about it, but sometimes it really takes away from the experience, and it makes our job harder, because being a section leader is a difficult position. When you have so many guys you have to be talking to, and you know, especially when you're getting shot at. I don't want to dwindle too long on that, but just wanted to get that out of the way. But overall, I think the op went well. There were some hiccups. Like I said, the medical system is going to be kind of new to us for a little while till we get used to it. I'm sure Schneider has plenty to say about that, so listen in for that. Overall, though, you guys did a good job. I know when we got ambushed, we took a lot of casualties, but other than that, I think we handled things well. But just keep the overstepping in mind, as it can seriously affect the experience of the person who's leading. But other than that, thank you guys for coming. Welcome, Gushin. I hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to sticking around. I know there were some hiccups today, but generally things go pretty damn well, and I know we were missing a few people, but attendance was still good enough to where we had 2 full teams. So no real complaints. It feels good to be back. Thank you.
Alright, Sergeant Roberts, you're next.
I think everything went well. I mean, as well as it could, besides like having to deal with the changes. But I honestly think everyone did really well. I will take the time to apologize, Scavern, if I did that. I feel if I did, I'm sorry. Also, once again, Dormont, sorry I yelled at you.
Worries.
But overall, like I just to kind of tag on to Scavern's thing, it can be super frustrating. In general, it's like, especially if like, you know, like I've seen it, like if I or Scav go down as section leads, I've seen it like every one person tries to start giving orders, and it's like, nope, don't do that. Like, you know, let the team leads team lead, and if it gets to a point where like you're not getting a section lead back quickly, you know, just kind of sort it out as the tribe you are, and we'll figure it out. But otherwise, everyone did really good today. I'm really proud of everybody, except Reuter, who likes to cause me so much fucking issues in the field. I still love him with all my heart because he's still my favorite marksman. All right, that's all. Don't fucking speak tongues at me.
Alright, Watler.
Before I start this, are we leaving any comments about Ace for later, or can I give my comments on that at the same time?
Please leave that for later.
Understood. Op-wise, it was a good op. I mean, we completed the majority of our objectives, and the one that we didn't complete would have involved us going up against tanks, which we don't like doing. So, otherwise, I mean, yeah, we got ambushed and we got slaughtered, but I mean, we did the best we could with it, and we did take a lot more losses than I would have liked on the clearing the houses, but I mean, again, it happens, and at the very least, it was entertaining. I'll leave my other comments for later, but in regards to my team did just fine, so I have no complaints.
Alright, Morrison, I know you are leaving soon, so if you want to do 1 or 2 quick comments about the A system, feel free to, so at least I hear some of your opinion before you leave.
Yeah. So we're pretty good. Lost lots of people. I hope my acting is improved when someone bleeds out and I yell "God damn it!" I hope that's improved. That's how I feel. Pretty good. This new medical system is gonna take a while. It's a bitch. Actually, I like it though in the sense that it actually puts risk and like if I find some, there's no guarantee I'm gonna save them. Because with the old Ace, 99% of the time I could save them, unless I took like 10 minutes getting them. But this is actually a risk where I have to hurry. Definitely needs to be changed because yeah, I lost like 5 people as I was working on them. But not that bad, just improved really. Other than that, pretty good. And I'm actually gonna need help treating people now. So please read up on what bandages to use. Other than that, yeah, pretty good. Ace Medical. I like it, but yeah, a bit rough on the casualties. Other than that, yeah, it went pretty good. And I got to disappear now. Bye,
Can you
all.
tell me
See you,
one,
buddy.
Morrison.
Can you tell me one thing real quick?
I bitch.
What?
One thing real quick is, you know why the people died? Did they just die of the cardiac arrest, or did they actually bled out as you were working
Believe
on them?
it was mostly them bleeding out because anytime they died of cardiac arrest, they had a heartbeat and well, okay, the heartbeat isn't the most important thing. None of the conditions were met most of the time. I think it was just them bleeding out.
Thanks. That's what I needed to know too.
Yeah, the blood loss was just super rapid because none of the conditions were ever met for cardiac arrest to kill them that quickly. Yeah, so now I disappear.
Alright, Dormant, you want to say a few things about being Radio Man?
User left your channel.
So what I gotta say is, sorry if I'm a little rusty with radio. It's been a little bit.
Sorry.
And things, Scav, if I was overdoing with the suggestions, just tell me while we're doing it. It's fine. I was maybe doing it a little too often. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you.
Okay, before we get to the medical system, first of all, does anyone have any other comment that is not regarding the medical system, difficulty, or story? Wonderful. Regarding the story, I have to admit I am still writing up everything. It has been so much since we started this unit. I really started, making a list with a chronological order of what happened, and I'm almost done with that. And then I can finally, fully work on the story again. Another issue today, particularly, was I found out, oh yeah, great, Ace had a complete rework, so I have to completely make changes to the settings on the server, which kind of fucked me up too. But anyway, there was a few story encounters, so what did you think about that today?
I thought it was good. I liked that we had to make a decision involving our allies, and I like that. Though people thought it was kind of maybe not the best idea, everyone seemed to agree pretty well with that. He broke the law, and we gotta be America type people and throw our weight around.
America type people.
Just not when we do. Just not when Reuter shoots prisoners. That we can ignore. But
Alright, any other comments regarding that?
Yeah, I probably would have shot him. Not gonna lie.
Then.
Oh, my problem. I think I'm dying.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, you are.
Said that.
User left your channel.
Keep it for until after the.
He's not bleeding anymore, so he shouldn't go immediately.
Okay, now we come to one thing, that's why I saved the difficulty and the medical system. So I'm gonna lose some words regarding the medical system and what I have noticed, and you can confirm my observations there, and you can add things, or you can say that some things were different as I say them. But first of all, I think the difficulty, it wasn't really, except for that ambush maybe, that much harder than it usually is. Despite that fact, we took a lot of casualties. And I don't think that having a 2 weeks break is the only reason that happened. And I also don't think it is because you guys did worse than you usually do. What I have personally noticed is people die way too quickly once they get downed, no matter by what. People die despite, a lot of people working on them. And another issue I noticed a couple of times, but the one I remember clearly was Holloway, because Morris messaged me. He was fine, but he was just not waking up. The issue is bleeding out too fast. Then the other issue is that resulting out of that, people die too fast without the real chance of treating them compared to what we had before. And people don't wake up despite being, in a healthy state. So before I let you speak, the changes I would have in mind is to slow down. I can do that, to slow down the speed at which you bleed out. I would add a little bit more time to the cardiac arrest timer, so you have more time before you die from a cardiac arrest. And I would seriously increase, because I think it was just a 0.05, which is a standard setting, but obviously it's pretty terrible. I would set the setting that determines when you wake up a lot higher, because the way it works is when you're in a vital state and you're unconscious, every 15 seconds you have the chance to wake up. And this chance depends on the setting that I put in. And apparently it's at 5% at the moment. So at every 15 seconds you have 5% chance to wake up, and that's kind of sucks. So I would probably put that up to like 50% or something. So if you are healthy, you actually wake up. Now, I open it up for you. Who has comments, anything regarding the medical system?
I'll be honest. I think it was mostly the cardiac arrests that were getting people, because the timing was usually about a minute or two after they got shot, and like I don't think you bleed out that fast. It takes a few minutes to bleed out, whereas like people were dying a lot quicker. Like, for example, Miles shouldn't have bled out on the walk back, but he might have, because he didn't have CPR going on him, died because of that.
That was completely because of cardiac arrest.
Yeah, because he only got hit once.
Kurt, I just asked Morrison because I wanted exactly to know that if it was the bleeding or the cardiac arrest that's causing issues. I mean, currently the standard setting is 30 seconds actually, which is fairly short, and we have it to 1 minute now, so I would probably increase that to like 5 minutes or something to at least give you a chance.
I'd say, since it's at 1 right now, I'd say 2, because it does put at least a little bit of pressure of, like, but sometimes it takes a full minute just to pick someone up and move them. So yeah, 2 minutes, you know what, 3 minutes, honestly, split the difference. 3 minutes would probably be good. A lot of deaths would have been prevented if people had gotten CPR on them, and the cardiac arrest had been, halted.
Was not the bleed out time, because when you go into bleed out time, you start going into grayscale and you start hearing your heartbeat. You won't enter cardiac arrest yet. Cardiac arrest is instant. You black out and just drop. That's what.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I think that's...
So it isn't. If it isn't the bleed out, if you guys all think it isn't that, then I will let it at the standard setting, because to be honest, I was thinking, it's at the normal setting, and I was thinking that's the same setting as we had it at before. So yeah, it might be the cardiac arrest. Yeah. And of course, about the waking up, how many of you had issues waking up except for Holloway?
Well, I just want to say that. I just want to say that, going back to the bleed out thing, every time that I went down, it was just instant like black screen. It was never a bleed out period.
Cardiac arrest.
Yeah, I went blackout and then I would die. I mean, but one of those times it was by the truck, and then the truck blew up, so I figured that might have done it.
But every time for me that I went down was just black, the cardiac arrest, and I never was revived once, even when Morrison and a few others were working on me. It was just, I always ended up dying.
I think I bled out on my second one, but that was also like every fucking inch of me was wounded from shrapnel.
That's exactly what I want to avoid. I, of course, don't want it to be, you have 10 years to heal someone, but I also don't want people to just keep dying because there's no way of saving them.
Is there any way to reduce... Is there any way to reduce the chance of going into cardiac arrest to begin with?
There's no way I can do that.
Okay.
That's at least I have checked all the settings. I haven't seen anything that influences that. The only thing I can change, for example, is what kind of damage you need to be lethally hit. For example, I could make it that lag shots kill you again, but I don't think that's something we want. Yeah. I remember, Roberts, when we joined here, you told me you saw a video, where it wasn't working well and enemies weren't being killed by a 50 caliber. Did you notice any similar issue doing the op?
Yeah, when we took the house, I got in a firefight with two guys. I don't know if you guys found my body. There was this. It was a tree. There was just me and a tree between us. And I ran out my primary. I pulled my handgun, and we were just firing at each other at point blank. And I mean, I went down before they did. And I get it's a handgun, but it's also was at point blank range. I was pretty sure I hit him in the head. And we were exchanging gunfire from like me to Goshen away, and they just weren't going down. I mean, and that was after I dumped a mag from my rifle into them and a cylinder from the revolver.
Is that the only time you encountered that?
Yeah, every other time.
That as well.
Every other time, I feel like guys went down enough, easily enough. I don't know what was going on in that situation. I mean, maybe I was hitting the tree more often than I thought. Like, that could have totally been me, but it just seemed like in that situation, a lot more gunfire went back and forth without real results.
I encountered that as well. It was more of a distance, so I mean that could have played a part in it, but I was using my rifle and I knew that I was hitting the guys in the head because I saw the blood and that was the only part of their body that was exposed, and it was just taking, it seeming like a ridiculous amount of hits before they would actually go down.
Okay, did anyone else experience anything similar as that? Okay, yeah?
Not really, to be honest. But
did you both, Scarf and you, Roberts, only encounter that once during the whole op?
I mean, there were other times that guys definitely took more than they used to, but I mean, it wasn't like an ungodly amount like that situation was.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't know, maybe it was just me, because I feel like in the past I've felt that way too about Arma, but I don't know.
I would say as long as it's not becoming a major annoying issue, because it sounds like it was just a few cases, and as you said, Roberts, it wasn't, with the other ones, it wasn't like what's it called? Yeah, they weren't like invincible completely. I would say we leave it as it is and see if something similar happens next up again, and go from there. It sounds like it could be an issue, but it didn't happen enough to, make me convinced that it is really a huge issue. So we will have to see next up. So make sure to think about next up. If you encounter anything like that, to let me know. What we have now is cardiac arrest would be increased to 3 minutes, so 3 minutes before you die. Bleed out speed would be kept the same, and the chance of waking up every 15 seconds when you are in a healthy state would be increased to 50%. Does anyone have anything to add, any comment or any suggestion regarding what I just said? Okay, then I would adjust the settings as I've just told you, and we would see how it works out next up. And remember, guys, we still need to optimize the medical setting. So if anything fucks up, you need to let me know. If something like Roberts and Scoffrin said happens again and it happens too often, then we probably need to change something there too, because I know I can change the AI damage system to that they die from a certain amount of damage and not just critical hits to the torso and head. We will have to keep an eye on that. Right, that's the medical system then. Question about the artillery. Did you have the feeling that the artillery was bugged out or anything like that during the op?
No, but those rockets at the
was doing just fine, thank you.
Those rockets at the end were hilarious, though. You could actually see them going down if you look clearly enough.
Yeah, you can even clearly hear them.
You can hear them and
Yeah,
see
so
them.
damn hilarious when I got a piece of shrapnel from 100 meters away that tinked me in the back of the head and instantly killed me. It was great. Yeah, loved it.
Holloway got super loud.
Yeah.
Holy
He had to get
fuck.
his point across.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. He just scared the
Just
shit out
I
of me
kind
for
I
a
kind of
second.
deep throated my mic there.
You still deep
Different question I still have, because I know there was an issue last time. Was there any major lag spikes during the ARP? Like, I mean, there's lag spikes sometimes, that's normal, but like major lag spikes like we had some last time, because I know people complained about it. Did we have any of that?
struggle getting out of a truck.
Yeah, nothing like last time. No, it was smooth sailing in comparison to last time. I didn't notice any lag personally, but
Then again, I'm on a new computer, so I don't think lag will ever be an issue for me again. But nothing game wise.
Oh, that was server-side lags that we had last time, because it was happening for everyone. That's why I'm asking. Okay, if there's no more final comments, questions, or anything.
Just about the ambush, Schneider.
Yep.
How did you intend for that to go?
To be honest, first of all, I didn't expect the truck to blow up because it was an anti-personnel landmine. And well, there was one squad attacking you from the front and one squad attacking you from behind, but the squad behind didn't even get to attack you because you were mostly dead already by the time it arrived.
Okay.
So what I think fucked you over was the explosion and the fact that the medical system fucked you over.
Yeah. That just seemed like the most kind of OP part of the op. I know it didn't go exactly how you wanted it to, but it was kind of like it is our fault that we didn't see the mine, and if the truck got fucked up, that would be one thing. But then it was like we couldn't have really done anything about it beyond that because they're just I don't know. We were completely exposed at that point. And
I mean,
the medical system.
I don't know if we could have seen the mine anyway. Really.
That's true. I think it was
just a tiny mine. You can see it, but you really have to look for it, basically.
Yeah, I just think it's one of those things that like we really couldn't have done much. Even if we were all okay and we got out of the truck and started shooting, I don't know how well we would have been able to fight against them. But other than that, everything was pretty well balanced, I think.
I think the ambush, to be honest, it wasn't overly difficult. It was just an unfortunate chain of events. The first being that the anti-personnel mine made your truck explode.
Yeah.
Like completely. Because I saw a lot of people went down from that and not from the actual gunfire. So.
Yeah.
So we basically got Ubi Goldberg then.
Ring, 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 ring.
Yes, yes indeed.
Alright, any other comments?
If they didn't save me, were they gonna have to break me out of prison?
If they didn't save you, yeah, you would have been put to a prison camp like Ruda once did. I don't know if I would have made something up to get you out of there if we actually had to free you. I probably would have flipped a coin.
So Miles, how did you manage to get captured? Because when I went in there, that guy was already. So the guy that surrendered, was he the one that captured you?
Yeah, the guy that was in there was the one that captured me because I was the only survivor from the ambush.
Right.
And I didn't get any people on either radio, whether it be command or otherwise.
I heard you were asking Scarf how he was tied up together with him. Well, I think I don't know if it was Holloway, but the guy surrendered as soon as he entered the building, and one of you guys tied him up.
Okay, yeah, so that
he wasn't initially tied up when he entered the building.
That would make sense because I was gonna say how would both of them be tied up, but that wasn't the case. I misspoke there.
But anything else? And thank you for the great attendance. It was much more than I expected, to be honest. And hopefully see you next Sunday with a better balanced medical system. Now wait until I disconnect before you kill each other. I'll be in the Discord for a while.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User disconnected from left your channel. Channel switched.